basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Well, it was quite a weekend of football, was it not? It is Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. ESPN New York YouTube page. Go there, subscribe, like, watch, see the whole damn thing. What up?
How's the mic today?
It smells pleasant. Is it pleasant? Let me smell that.
I'm still saying lean.
What is that?
Chicken salad.
Chicken salad? What the hell's going on
mixed
here?
With egg salad.
I mean, who are you trying to prove anything to?
No, man, you made fun of me. Let me see.
Once again, I'll ask that you pull up your pants.
No, I got no hair.
I understand. There's still
I got
too
no
much.
Hair. I got no hair.
I still saw too much. It wasn't just the hair. Pull your pants up.
You see the handles? You see the handles? They're leaving.
They were
They're
smaller.
leaving, baby. Yeah. That's what I mean, chicken salad.
I have to say.
That's what I mean, chicken salad.
So this was last week.
Michael Irvin has inspired me. You see when he's putting belt to ass? Michael Irvin, like 75 years old. You see them abs he had? No, I'm coming, Mike. I'm coming.
I would say it is a little bit questionable that that happened last week, and where you lifted up your shirt.
Yes.
And then you just lifted it up now, and they were considerably smaller.
Yes.
So it makes me think, did you take a trip to Turkey over the weekend and I missed it?
No, turkey's for the hair.
Well,
had to go
there's several unlicensed European doctors I'm sure you can see.
No, man. I'm locked in, son. I'm locked in, baby. I'm locked in just like the Jets and Giants should be locked in. The Jets should be locked in on more. I don't care what I saw. It was nothing he could do that would make me not pick him. And I tell you what, the Giants better lock in their quarterback for other spots open up. Huge game tonight, not because you're a Steelers fan and you love Aaron Rodgers so much, but just because this could be another spot that opens up. If they get embarrassed and it looks like this team and this organization is going backwards, could Mike Tomlin be available? And then that would take all the leverage that John Harbaugh has over the Giants. He wants $20 million.
Okay,
and he wants $10 million for his assistant.
Okay,
I might be an assistant coach. No.
Okay. First of all, that was from the guy in ESPN Cleveland, and that was not.
Yeah, okay.
This is definitively what the deal is.
If he made 17 last year,
no. What he wants aside, it doesn't make any sense because the assistant number wouldn't take care of the entire staff. $10 million is not going to take care of an entire staff.
Well, maybe he's just talking about for his coordinators, baby.
Maybe he is.
I need $3 trillion for all three of my coordinators. Everybody else, you know what I'm saying? We'll keep them at market price.
Well, whatever it is, I didn't necessarily trust that story to begin with, and I don't think he was putting it out there like he was reporting it. I think he was putting it out there like he was speculating it. But either way.
But let me tell you something. If the man made $17 million last year to come here and he's wanted 18 years and all that type of stuff, what do you think he's going to ask for?
Of course he's
$17 million?
No. Of course he's going to ask for $20 million. Of course he is.
And he's going to say, listen, just make sure I get paid $20 million, whatever the Ravens are paying me, offset it. And then when that kicks in, I need a 5-year deal, and I need 20 from y'all.
Well, here's what's going on here to me, okay? There is no reason whatsoever that the Giants can come out of this week without John Harbaugh as their coach. There's no excuse if they don't. To me, I tried doing this a bunch of different ways. I tried ranking other jobs. I tried looking at other, connections that he has, all of that. Bart, this is the best place for him to be, period, and it's what they have to get done. Miami's still available, though. But is that a better job? It's not. It's not a better job right now, but he can make it a better job. You understand what I'm saying? So it's going to take more time than it would here, put it that way. It don't matter. He's in the sunshine, no state taxes, a place he probably want to just kick his feet up in. Like, Miami is not usually always about – it's about will the owner be patient? Will the owner give me what I need? And the answer is yes, because the owner has known this family for a long, long time. Mm-hmm. And so they
their second home is in Michigan, Canton, Ohio. They have a whole camp house out there, the whole family. So it's not, and plus his brother and the ties and all that type of stuff. So he's Miami. Don't think Miami's still not in it. Don't think, oh well, why would you pick them over Miami? They don't care about that. When you're a great coach, you're like, don't just get me there. I'll turn it around. Don't worry about it. Even though he's never had to turn around a program before.
Well, here's the deal with that, though. If you're the Giants, Bart, I said this like late in the season. With as bad of a year as it was for them, you couldn't come out of it without some sort of a prize. And they didn't come out of it with the first overall pick. They came out of it with the 5th pick. That's bad enough. But now, if you let the coach go somewhere else and not be your guy after all of this because of any silly reason right now. I mean, if he told you he wants $50 million a year, of course that's stupid. But for any silly reason, like Joe Shane, like anything, if there is anything that is holding you back from hiring him as the coach, if he wants to have say over the roster, all of that has to be tossed out the window because you can't come out of another season like this really just settling for the also-ran with Kevin Stefanski.
You know what was funny? Well, Kevin Stefanski is a damn good coach. I think he'll be great for Jackson Dart because he is a specialist in defense, in offense.
They've had 2 winning years out of 6.
With
2.
With probably the most dysfunctional roster. I'm not going to say organization because I don't really know. I haven't, but the most dysfunctional roster with the Deshaun Watson stuff as it is. I mean, that's strictly handicapped them, from being able to go out and be big spenders for a certain extent for a little while. Before contracts was guaranteed, those are hard cap numbers that you can't get rid of when you guarantee the contract. So and they had a bunch of injuries on the offensive line, and he's always kind of who's the guy that they got from Ohio State in the 4th round? They've done a good job in being able to kind of be competitive, but without a quarterback, we know personally here what that's all about. So I'm not down on Stefanski at all. You know what I mean? And he may be the better fit for Jackson Dart. So you have to ask yourself, you want a better coach or you want somebody that's going to develop your quarterback and make your quarterback a better player? And that goes back to the whole thing. What comes first, the chicken or the egg? Do you get is it better to have a great coach that can play well with everybody and can build a program, or do you want a superstar quarterback? That's what you got to ask. And, that's the dilemma the Giants find themselves in. Is it a force multiplier if you're able – is it a force multiplier if you grab somebody that can make your quarterback better, or is it a force multiplier by getting somebody like a Harbaugh that's a program builder? But we've never seen him build a program.
Well, all right. Listen, that's fair.
What's the guy that comes on late ass at night?
Where?
On Channel 2. With the guy that's been there, Overmeyer or whatever. He's been there forever.
Steve Overmeyer?
Yeah. But it's a guy he had on that came with him, and he's talking all these things about what Harbaugh won't do and all this stuff. And I'm like, bro, you don't even what the hell are you talking about? You don't even know the man. I know the man. And a lot of stuff you're saying, you don't know the hell you're talking about.
Okay. Well,
he's not the type of guy. Okay.
I don't even know who that was. Who said it was Steve?
It was a guess.
Okay.
I'm sure Tom can find it.
Yeah. Dig on that.
Tom can find anything.
Listen,
who was on there with Olemeyer last year? I ran into him in Greece. I'm sorry.
Steve Overmeyer? Or the guest?
Overmeyer. I was in Greece, and he was like, hey, Bart. I'm like, I know who it was for a while. It's like, it's me. I'm like, hey.
He worked at SNY. He's a good dude.
Yeah, it was Overmeyer.
Nice guy. At any rate, that aside, I can't help but look at this, though, and say that I need somebody for the overall wellness of the organization. And so if John Harbaugh comes, don't I trust him to bring the right people in to potentially develop the quarterback even more? I do.
Maybe.
Like, here's my thing. Like, you talk about he hasn't built a program, and I get that. The thing was in place when he got there. But he's been there for 18 years, and it's never fallen apart. Yeah, like, there's something to be said for that.
That's to the structure, man. Listen, they had 3 of the most sought-after executives in the game. They had Phil Savage, They had Eric DeCoste. They had Joe Ortiz. And they had Joe Douglas. Like, that's the quality of understudies that they have that keeps that program going.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, it was Ozzy's last pick to move into the first round to get Lamar Jackson. It's more about that and more about Joe Flacco and the way that team drafts. Nobody wanted to get Kyle Hamilton, right? He was too slow. He ran a 4.6. Not Baltimore. Nah, we'll take him.
What do you think the Harbaugh role has been in Baltimore over the last several years as far as that whole process in running that team?
I mean, I think he's been a supervisor, a manager. You know what I'm saying? He's been a great manager of people and a great manager of his staff.
But when they're talking about who's going to be on the team and the roster, like, is there any say for him whatsoever? Or is there a discussion of, hey, this is what we're kicking around? What do you think?
Listen. And Ozzie said he learned this from Bill Belichick, who Bill did a horrible job of it. But Ozzie learned from Bill Belichick about how to build a team. Remember, he was on the staff in Cleveland. Mm-hmm. They were all together before the team moved to Baltimore. Ozzie created a system of how you evaluate players and how the Ravens do certain things. That's the system, bro. Now, John may have done some things. Him and his brother passed assistants back and forth. So
why wouldn't John bring that system with him?
Because he may not have the opportunity. I mean, listen, it's not his system.
Just because it wasn't his that he invented doesn't mean he can't bring it with him.
Well,
he can't bring some of his people with him.
Well, why couldn't Romeo Crennel recreate what Bill Belichick did?
Okay, but
why couldn't Charlie Weiss?
But neither one of those guys as a head coach. Neither one of those guys as a head coach won anything. Neither one as a head coach won a damn thing. This guy has won a Super Bowl as a head coach.
I get it.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, but he won a Super Bowl as a head coach underneath, like, the Raven way. Like, not – listen, when I tell you, like, the Ravens are probably one of them. I don't know. I can only speak to other people that have been other places. Like, Baltimore is a different place, man. It's unique.
Why wouldn't I try to copy that? That's my point.
You can copy it, but you can – listen, I can give you the ingredients, but it's up to you to know how to cook it.
Yeah.
And he may not know how to cook it because he never had to.
But is he a better choice than anybody else right now?
It depends on what you feel about the development of Jackson Dart.
So you think bringing in –
I think Stefanski, an offensive mind, is somebody that's going to help your offense go farther, faster. Todd Monken is
what did I miss with Cleveland in the last 10 years offensively where they've been brilliant?
Bro, you can say whatever.
Baker Mayfield fell apart there under him.
No, Baker Mayfield started feeling himself in his commercials, and he had to mature a lot. But he had instant success early on. I mean, Stefanski, when I look at his offense and the ways he put pressure on defenses, the dude is, like, amazing.
All right, so would you rather have Stefanski right now than John Harbaugh to run this team for the Giants?
I would say it's close. It's closer than people think.
Stefanski with Joe Schoen?
It's closer than people think.
Because Stefanski, if he's the guy, Joe Schoen's not going anywhere.
That's fine. What I'm saying is it's closer than what people think. Like, you have a guy, because the Giants may need a kick in the ass. That stuff with Carter and all that stuff, that'll get nipped in the bud because we don't play that undisciplined stuff. So I don't know.
That'll get nipped in the bud with John Harbaugh.
That's what I'm saying.
How am I know that's getting nipped in the bud with Stefanski?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know that.
Yeah.
Now, will the offense be elite next year with Stefanski? I think it will. Because look what he was able to do with Shador. And I believe that Dart is a better quarterback right now than Shador. His ability to move in the pocket, his ability to run, and you give him a guy like Neighbors. He was doing that with Jerry Jeudy and Harold Fannin. What I'm saying is his system, the way he designs plays, and then if he brings over Jim Schwartz.
Well, it sounds like the Browns are trying to keep him as the coordinator no matter who they bring in.
I understand that. But if they can block him, I'm sure. But if he wants to go and he wants to come to New York, which is a much better place to live, and if he's willing to offer, if the Giants are willing to offer Schwartz more money, then they can try and keep him, but he can find a way out.
So what you're telling me is you're good with more than one candidate right now.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good with more than one candidate too.
And what I'm
but
saying is it should be
Stefanski's not
closer.
one of those guys.
To me, it should be closer than what people think.
If we want to talk about McCarthy, if we want to talk about Tomlin, if we want to talk about Harbaugh, we're in the right ballpark.
I'm putting Stefanski right up there with Harbaugh.
I can't. How do I do that when the guy's had 2 winning seasons in 6 years, and I can't use the Deshaun Watson thing as an excuse?
He's got 2 coaches of the year. I mean, his offensive line was
I'll
decimated.
give you 90 coaches of the year who were terrible coaches.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, like I tell you, like I say this. When you look at Matthew Stafford, for years, I told people Matthew Stafford was one of the best quarterbacks I've ever played against. I put him right there. I even said that if he was in Green Bay, I think Green Bay would have multiple Super Bowls, not just one under Aaron Rodgers. People laughed at me. And now they see what he is in Los Angeles. You know why? Because environment matters. And Stefanski was probably in the most toxic environment over the last just imagine the last 5 years dealing with Deshaun Watson, the last 4 years. Blow out his Achilles, do all that stuff. In one of the toughest divisions in all of football. Joe Burrow, it was Ben Roethlisberger for a long time, and Lamar Jackson and Joe Flacco. And he survived in that environment to win Coach of the Year twice. Environment matters.
I don't disagree that environment matters.
I think how
have the Giants been a good environment? I'm not going to compare it to the Deshaun Watson thing, but how have the Giants been a good environment over the last 10, 12 years?
It's not dysfunctional. The thing is, you believe in the tradition, you believe in the management group, you believe in Mara, and I also believe in the fact that if he comes here, that things will change. And I believe in the fact that they got a franchise quarterback that I think right now is top 15.
I'm going back to what we talked about the other day, that past performance is the best predictor of future success.
Sometimes.
Most of the time. Come on. I mean,
okay. Most of the time.
Do you think Harbaugh's going to come here and they're going to stink?
No.
Okay. I need respectability.
But it could be one of those things where you just frustrate, like, why aren't we getting more out of this offense?
Yeah, I'm more. First of all, I'm not getting nuts over what happened with Shedeur when they won 5 games this year, and that turned into a bit of a circus, partially because of his own doing, the way he talked about it publicly.
But look how many damn quarterbacks they had.
I know, but he didn't even want that one.
I got it, but he made it work when he had to.
Ish.
They had 5 quarterbacks.
Yes, and that's a mess. I'm not gonna. You're not gonna get me to argue that Cleveland's not dysfunctional in any way. Of course it is.
I'm just saying Stefanski should be higher than you think. I think he's just as good of a coach as
I think
Harbaugh.
a lot of people feel closer to the way you do than the way I do. I look at the history. I look at the last 2 years. They've won 8 games in the last 2 years.
Who's the quarterback those last 2 years?
I understand that. I would also say that they have had a dominant defense the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And they're still winning 5 games this year. Like, that was a great defense.
Tell me this. How many MVPs were in their division while they were there those last years?
Lamar. And did Burrow win an MVP yet? I mean, he's been hurt a lot.
No, he didn't win it.
I don't think he's won it
But
yet.
he might as well. He should have won it.
If he had been healthy, he would have won it. But he hasn't been healthy.
So one of those years you got a healthy Joe Burrow, and then when Lamar is hurt, then you get a healthy Lamar. I mean, that's a lot to overcome by anybody.
Yeah, I don't look at Stefanski and say that guy's going to come in and immediately turn around the disaster that we have been.
But tell me this: whenever you ever looked at Cleveland and said, "Man, that roster's loaded."
I looked at their defense and said that.
My point. Remember that they lost for 2 years. Did he retire? Awuzie? Because he had that neck injury, the African guy that became a superstar underneath him. He gone. He ain't played this year. Last 2 years.
All I'm looking at, though, is a team that has not done nearly enough and has won 1 playoff game in this guy's entire time being there, and has only played 3 playoff games in general, only been to the playoffs twice, and those were 2 years where they went 11-5. Every other year they had a losing record. Every other year, 4 other years. So whether or not
Robert Saleh had a losing record, he about to get a head coaching job.
He is about to get a head coaching job because he's done well.
Because he's excellent on one side of the ball.
He is excellent on one side of the ball.
And what I'm saying is Stefanski is excellent on one side of the ball.
Excellent's a strong word.
This dude had Jerry Jeudy as his number one guy.
Mm-hmm. I know. Fannon's a terrific player, terrific young player.
A rookie.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you that he's had a full complement of players to work with, but at some point over 6 years, doesn't some consistency have to be found when it was clear 2.5, 3 years ago that Deshaun Watson wasn't the answer?
Right. It was clear 2 years ago. It was clear 3 years ago. Yet, they stuck with him.
What happens?
Can't cut him. Can't do nothing.
What happens this week for the Giants for this to be a winning week? Like if they're hiring their coach here in the next 2 weeks, what does that look like? Where will you come out of it? And I feel good about where they are. There's obviously multiple candidates. It's Stefanski.
Well, it's not. I mean, I'm excited. Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do as far as that. But I really can't be confident to them until I see how they build this team and this roster.
Mm-hmm. No, but I mean, just the first step. What's a win? Is
McCarthy, Stefanski?
McCarthy, Stefanski, Tomlin?
Or Harbaugh. So Harbaugh is a win, but you just don't think the gap between him and Stefanski is as wide as I might think it is. Or McCarthy.
I would put Harbaugh, Tomlin, McCarthy all very much close to the same plane because I'm going on their history and their past success and what they've been able to do. But that's what I want to know from a Giant fan today is this a failure if you don't come out of it with John Harbaugh as your coach? 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. God, there's so much to get to from the games, too.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite, or not favorite, what is the number one thing that jumped out of you from the weekend?
Bro, I won possessions. Like, every one of these games were tight. I mean, you talk about
exception of last night, which was blah.
Yeah, you talk about a play here, play there, but that game was tight all the way to the end until they just to the protection just broke down.
Yeah,
I mean, the fact that the Chargers couldn't get in from the 1 yard line, all those little decisions, the ball getting batted down, all those little things really matter, right? You talk about just to me, trick plays by Shanahan. You know what I mean? Like to get points. How important it is to get 7 because it was a field goal. It was a field goal display. Everybody was playing shooting field goals, and it wasn't a lot of high scoring games as far as like touchdowns. I mean, you talk about the back and forth stuff from Green Bay. They didn't show. See, one thing I know about the playoffs, you got to be able to shut the door. Like when you get somebody down, like you can't assume that they're out. You can't let them back in. You can't let up. You got to keep stumping on them. And all these games came down to quarterbacks. And, Jacksonville, Lawrence coming up short. Herbert not being able to figure it out, which it's not his fault. Dude was pressured 30 times.
Herbert couldn't do anything.
I mean, if they pick up a twist on it, it'd be the first time. So it was just, to me, it was just the defense. It was the attention to detail. It was the margins were so tight. That's what was my biggest take from the postseason, and how important coaching matters.
I'll tell you, the Packers to me the other night, that's as bad of a loss as you can have.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot be up 21-3 in that game.
That's what I'm saying.
Get away from them. And you're right, coaching matters. And listen, I don't know that I would walk away from LaFleur, but that's the obvious other place where I have to be a little bit concerned. It sounds like, from what Adam Schefter reported this morning, that they're trying to get it. The Packers want to keep him here, but then it becomes, does LaFleur want to stay there when, as you laid out to us off the air this morning, why that may not happen?
Yeah, man. I mean, you got Matty Ice, who he was his quarterback's coach when he went to the Super Bowl. Atlanta, Arthur Blank is willing to spend the money. I think Matt Ryan's going to – being the president, that's a big thing. President?
Yeah.
That's like Dick Cass. That's not like, oh, yeah, we just brought him on to give him some money and let him go shake some hands and kiss some babies. They're making Matt Ryan like a decision maker.
Yep.
And so, like, he's going to go with somebody he trusts to develop that offense because that offense is full of weapons. Now, they probably lose Pittman. We'll see what happens with Pittman.
Pitts,
yeah, my bad. We'll see what happens with Pitts. He's a free agent, of course, had his best year when he's going to be a free agent, of course. Disappointment. but it's not a done deal because he may want more power, which you don't get in Green Bay, and he may want a salary that they may say that's not of our budget.
It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. Get your comments in there. We will get some of those comments in throughout the course of the show, and as many as we can, in fact. So make them good. And your calls are coming up as well at 800-919-3776. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York. We are just getting started. What the Giants really have to worry about with John Harbaugh is on the way next on ESPN New York.
The final wild card matchup is tonight, and FanDuel is turning on to playoff mode. All customers get a profit boost pack every NFL game day. Tonight, you'll find a pack loaded with multiple profit boosts waiting for you in the app. Now, I personally am feeling the Texans big time. But take your shot on an upset if you want to. Take the Steelers' money line or build a parlay that fits the moment. Then apply your profit boost and go after an even bigger payout while the playoffs get rolling. Visit FanDuel.com/local, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL, and grab your profit boost pack every NFL game day. 21 and over and physically present in New York, option required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com for help with a gambling problem. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
On the Belt Parkway, westbound side by Flatbush Avenue, a crash. One lane is blocked. Outbound Gowanus 278 West, very slow. Two right lanes are out with a crash by Fort Hamilton Parkway. On the Grand Central Parkway, westbound at Ditmers Boulevard, it's a broken down car in the center lane. Looks like one of the right lanes. And the RFK Bridge coming in from Queens, very slow with a crash being cleared. Southbound Harlem River FDR Drive, very slow off the bridge, down toward the 90s. That's all because of an earlier accident. And coming in from New Jersey, still about 15 to 20 at the Lincoln and Holland Tunnels and George Washington Bridge. I'm Bob Williams on 880 ESPN New York.
Looking for the best meat and seafood at unbeatable prices? Get to Wild Fork Foods. They offer the widest selection of meats and seafoods you'll find anywhere. Everything is blast frozen to lock in flavor and nutrients. From beef and poultry to seafood, pork, and even exotic and game meats, you'll get the best value for your buck. Visit one of their 7 locations across Long Island and New Jersey, or order online for same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork Foods, your neighborhood's meat and seafood market.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your sports IQ to work on the games you know best. It's not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Rich Eisen here. Hiring for your small business can feel like a full-time job, but LinkedIn Jobs AI Assistant takes the heavy lifting out of it. It filters applicants based on the criteria you set and suggests 25 great fit candidates daily so you can invite them to apply and keep things moving. Hire right the first time. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/Eisen, then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI Assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. Then promote it to use LinkedIn Jobs' new AI Assistant, making it easier and faster to find top candidates. That's linkedin.com/Eisen to post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply.
So here's a little nugget. I don't know that I would classify it as breaking news, but it's certainly something that affects the Jets.
The windy fingers? Things that make you go,
Yes, that's a good way to put it. It's the windy fingers. Which, I mean, like, doesn't that just sound kind of dirty anyway? Like,
yeah.
It's got the windy fingers. What?
Sound like Vienna sausage.
What exactly does that mean? So Dylan Raiola, who was the quarterback at Nebraska.
Baby Mahomes.
He wants to be. He hasn't played.
I mean, don't they look like, right?
Yes, they do.
Mahomes Jr.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't look like it on the field. That I can tell you. But he got hurt this year at Nebraska, but he has committed to Oregon for next year, which makes people think that Dante Moore is coming out, and they must know that for Raiola to go to Oregon at this point.
E-T-S.
Before I get to the calls, I didn't bring it up in the first segment.
Such a hater, Tom.
Before I get to the calls, there is no way, not even just based off of the other night, but I am bringing in somebody like that and expecting him to come in and play right away. Like, that's a guy, if I'm going to draft
Not
him,
at all.
If I'm going to draft somebody like that, like Dante Moore the other night, that dude's sitting for 2 years at least.
2 years. Now, come on.
A year and a half.
Stop it. A year and a half.
Well, you didn't sit more than Jackson Dart did. I'll put it that way.
If the season goes bad, I'm putting him out there week 8, week 9. Let him look like.
If the season goes bad, that's cute. The way things are, like, who else is playing quarterback right now? I would not touch him with a 10-foot pole.
You still can go get a guy that's going to like Kirk Cousins. Atlanta, I'm sure, just wants to be done with them. Even though they got to figure out Michael Penix.
It sounds like that whole restructure was leading to him being cut.
Right.
So
that's what I'm saying. So, like, I can see him wanting to come here, and especially if you get a great number 2 receiver with number 16, which the guy from USC should be right there.
He did not look good the other night. He did not look good at all against Indiana.
Bro, Indiana, look, first of all, Indiana is a grown-ass team.
Yes, they are.
Like, this
Everybody's
is like
23 years old.
They're older than Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell we talking about? Yeah, these guys, they got less 5-star recruits than anybody. Yeah, that was 6 years ago. These dudes been playing in the college for 6 years. I should be. It's like when we watch the NCAA tournament and that team that we don't know about. What's that place Shaka was from?
VCU, Virginia Commonwealth.
Yeah, VCU. And you look at half these dudes got a part-time job, AARP card, and they got like 2 or 3 children and married. They should be able to beat 17-year-old and 18-year-old kids. So that's the strength of Indiana. They just taking the oldest dudes they can find.
They are bringing in guys who have a ton of experience. They are bringing in those guys in the transfer portal, and that's what's working for them. But he did not look good the other night, and not just the first pick six. He did not have a great night.
Can I ask you this? Who's looked great against Indiana?
Nobody. Nobody has looked great.
The oldest team, the most experienced team, and the best coach team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I can kick some young ass college kids' ass.
Here's my problem, though, and it has more to do with the fact that he is not going to have that many starts under his belt, and you would want to have somebody that's got more experience to them. There's no question that you would have come out of the other night saying, I would rather have Fernando Mendoza than the other kid.
Of course. Yeah. He's older. He's more experienced. He should be better. But, Tom, how many starts did Jordan Love have before he got drafted in the first round?
That was 38 starts at the wonderful Utah State University.
A lot of starts.
Yeah, Utah.
I understand. It's still a lot of starts.
Half the people he was going against was stocking shelves at Costco.
How long did Jordan Love sit? Like a year and a half, 2 years?
2 years. Yeah.
So I'm fine with that.
I'm cool with that, too.
Okay.
And guess what? If I think he ain't figuring it out, I'm going to draft another quarterback the next year. I got 3 of them.
I got 5 first-round picks the next 2 years.
My point, if he looked like, hey, I don't know, draft another one.
Keep firing away. Keep firing away.
Until you get one. I'm drafting one in the 6th, too. Like this year, any one of these quarterbacks that fall, I'm looking for my Tyler Shuck in the 4th round.
800-919-3776. Let's get to it. Also, go over, subscribe, smash the like button over on the show on YouTube. That's where you're located on ESPN New York's YouTube page. We'll start with Gilberto in the truck up first today. Gilberto, what's up, brother? How are you?
Yo, Carlin, man, you my brother, man. There's not one time you guys don't start the show, and I always call at 10:01, 10:02, that you don't hit me up as one of the first people. Man, I'm so appreciative of that. Man, that's why I show you guys so much love. Big Bart.
We appreciate it.
Let's strap him. Yo, Bart, what was the only thing that you didn't see in none of the games over the weekend except the New England and Chargers game?
Oh, well, that was murder, death, kill, man. That was unfair.
Okay, but on the other games, what didn't you see?
I don't know, man. I mean,
defense.
Defense.
Where's all these defensive coordinators? The LA game, 34-31. The Chicago game, 25 points in the fourth quarter. Where you ever seen Chicago score 25 points in the fourth quarter? What's up with all these defensive coordinators?
Now the Niners and the Eagles, that's real football right there. You know
that was
holding them to top 19. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so they played defense,
muscle.
and I guarantee you're gonna see some defense tonight.
All right, yo, not for nothing, man. I hope Rodgers wins. I really do. The reason why I'm saying it, not that I'm a Rodgers fan.
Listen, Carlin does it.
Dude. Yo, Bart, I'm 62, man. I'm still driving a truck, brother. I'm still pumping 250 push-ups a day.
That's what I'm
still pumping weights in the whole nine. I got to root for the old man.
Are you CDL?
Oh, absolutely, brother.
Okay. So I'm talking about. So that's the big red right there. Now, do you go interstate?
I let him go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were done. I didn't know it was going to get into a whole questionnaire about interstate trucking. I'm sorry.
You know I'm dipping back in, man.
I'm sorry.
Bart, he is going from Brooklyn to New Jersey, so there's an answer for you.
Right. I need to know who his contract is so I can try and get a contract with the people he got in. I could have tried to hire. What the hell you doing, right? I'm trying to conduct business while I'm working. Gilberto, hit your boy back tomorrow. I'm gonna ask you tomorrow.
Give him when he calls back. Give him Bart's cell phone number. And
please,
we can get into that. Thank you.
Please.
I didn't mean to cut him off so early. He had been on for like 2.5 minutes.
You got that? But come on, man. With the sausage fingers, man, just sitting on the button. You can't let it rest on the button because like automatically like your nervous system just click. You got to put your hands back, man. It's got to be like Family Feud where you got to move it up and smack it.
I've got a real. I'm so it sounds so strange. I'll be rooting for him tonight.
Not really.
But I'm just so conflicted about it.
Kind of, sort of?
No, I'm rooting for him. I can't not root for the team.
No, you want them to get their ass kicked so Tomlin can be free.
I do not want
You don't want to be free from Tomlin yourself?
Tomlin's not
Are you
Tomlin's not the biggest issue.
You're not tired of Tomlin?
No, not really.
And Arthur
because,
Smith,
again, if you're going to fire Tomlin, tell me who the answer is.
Tomlin has hired some horrible coordinators over his time.
Yes, he has. Arthur Smith's not a horrible coordinator.
He ain't great.
No, he's not great. Matt Canada was awful.
And who's the guy before him? Todd Haley?
Todd Haley.
He was crazy.
Yeah, and Arians was very good. And then he left.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He hasn't done a great job in hiring people.
Listen, all I'm telling you is tonight is a big conflict for your boy. A big conflict.
Okay.
Because I got to sit there and root for number 8.
If they lose, do you want it to be an ass kicking?
No.
You want a heartbreak?
No, I don't want them to lose, period. I don't want them to lose.
If they lose.
It doesn't matter to me how they lose if they lose.
That will be 10 in a row.
To me, the worst kind of loss is always when you're getting your ass kicked in the beginning of the game, and then you have to sit there for the rest of the game hoping for a comeback. I call it the long goodbye.
Yeah.
Where you have to sit there for the next 3 quarters after you're down 21-3 in the first quarter, and then you know that you have to sit and watch, and you have to hope, but you also know that it ain't coming.
That's what I'm saying. But that'll be 10 first-round loss. Has anybody ever had 10 in a row? That's got to be some type of record.
I mean, there was 1 or 2 years where they didn't make it, I think. But still, it's bad.
No, it's 10. He's going to playoff 10 straight years, right?
Well, they
not 10 straight
haven't
years.
won a playoff game since 2016. I was at the last playoff game they won.
That's
which was against the Dolphins. That's how Le'Veon Bell was running the football.
And that was a layup. That was the 3 Bs.
Yeah, what's his head? Matt Moore started that game for Miami.
Of course, you should have won. You won that one by default.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. We'll get into some of the games here shortly as well from the weekend. Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. Hey, football fans, picture this. You bet on your favorite player to score the first touchdown in the game, but his teammate scores instead. If this happens, BetMGM wants to give you another chance at the end zone. With BetMGM's Second Chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead.
Really?
That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. With BetMGM's Second Chance offer, you have a chance to keep the fun going after the first player crosses the goal line. Try a first TD scorer wager with confidence today. BetMGM. Make it legendary.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only, New Jersey only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards paid back in unrestricted withdrawable funds. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, sorry I missed you. Your call is very important to me. Just not as important as the New Jersey Lottery's Green Ball promotion being back on Pick 3 evening drawings. See, if the green ball's drawn, that's a free second chance to win? So, yeah, you get it. It's only through February 1st, though, so try me after then?
Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. For game odds and promotion details, visit njlottery.com/pick3.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams winter sale and get 30% off paints and stains January 9th through the 19th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams winter sale and get 30% off paints and stains January 9th through the 19th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
I'll tell you. Never mind. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. Huh?
Breathe, dog.
Yeah, I know. It's just the amount of stuff that comes at once sometimes is just mind-boggling. It just and the stupidity that goes along with it. Let's do this. 800-919-3776. We're going to start here with David in Elizabeth next on ESPN New York. David, what's up?
What up, fellas? What up? Yo, I didn't get the opportunity to tell you guys on Friday because I wanted to tell Bart and you, right? So check this out. Everybody was sitting there like, yeah, I'm going to take Jacksonville with the points. Yeah, I'm going to go with Jacksonville. Let me tell you a little something that my man Bart Scott told me that made a lot of sense. And after he said it, I'm like, this guy's always right. Like, the first time you play either Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson for the first time, you don't know what to expect from them because you don't play them and you don't see them often. So think about it. Jacksonville don't see Josh Allen like the way we see him or, New England or, Miami. So we have the tendencies to beat him because we can strategize against him. When they were like, oh, yeah, I'm going with Jacksonville, I'm like, I'm going with Josh Allen. You want to know why? He's going to close that door. He's got 8 playoff wins. He's got experience. The whole time the camera kept looking at his face, he just kept having that straight business face like, oh, yeah. Yeah, I think y'all about to stop me. First down, touchdown, first down. Bro, not for nothing, I love playoff football, man. And like I told Jake Eisman yesterday at his watch party, this is one thing I want before I can leave this.
He had a watch party?
Hey, yeah, at your place, Social T Square. And he gave away an autographed Bart Scott jersey. It's a good thing I got my own, don't I?
Ass man.
He's giving away your merch.
Hey, man.
Exactly.
Giving it away. That tell you how much my stuff is dropped. You can give it away.
Oh, yeah. Nah. That was the top
like a contest.
Everybody was beasting for that. We was about to follow homie to the parking lot.
T-Square is dope, though.
Oh, yeah, man. We love it, man. But
was Bounce doing, like, the after-party stuff?
Yeah, they were doing the DJ and they were doing the music, I believe.
Got you.
You
shaking them up. You
Like I
shaking them
said,
up. Did you score? I know. The Chargers didn't get a touchdown. Did you score?
Nah, man. I just wasn't there, man. I just came there for the drinks and the wings, brother. Drinks and the wings. Nah, ambiance.
Not the thighs or the breasts of the chicken.
Not the thighs or the breast this time around, but next time for sure. Yo, look, like I said, before you let me go, gentlemen, like I told Jake, man, this is one thing I want from my organization. Before I leave this earth, can I please go to a playoff game? Please? That's all I want. That's not asking for much.
No, it's
not. Take me to the playoffs one time.
You can go. We just don't know if the Jets going to be there.
Nah, I need to be so I can wear
you
my
gotta
attire.
Listen, you got to be specific with your prayers to Jesus, man. You can't just say, I want to go to the playoffs. You got to be specific.
Okay, you're going to go to the Buffalo-Jacksonville game. Listen, it's not too much to ask. It's not. And it's absolutely ridiculous that we're looking at this from 15 consecutive years of not making the playoffs. 15 straight years.
The longest in North – you got to say it the right way. The longest in North American sports. It's brutal. Man, damn. Cactus Jack won a damn title with WWE in 15 years.
Ira, Staten Island. What did you end up
Ira, I love Ira. Ira, you back, baby. You was away for a little bit. Now you back on the shows, man. That's what I like, man. Get that out, man. I don't want you to be holding that in, Ira.
Well, Ira, what did you decide to do on the ticket front? You never let us know, and I know that the payments are due like now.
I'm still on the fence. I'm going to try to. At the end of the day, I'm probably going to get it. I just don't know. I may cut from 2 tickets to 1. I may do that.
Man, that is lonely misery right there. You just go to the game by myself.
That's worse. That's worse than none.
Well,
that's worse than none.
I would think
even the Jets might say that's worse than none.
They might have to comp you some sweet tickets, man. I would say this, Ira. You've been around so long, man, that you probably have so many friends within the organization and people to hang out with. But who you kicking out? Because if you used to have 2.
No, it's not that. It's just my wife ends up missing like 4 or 5 games a year.
Oh, okay.
She can't take the heat and the cold. So there's nobody else to go. So that's my son could only commit to maybe 1 game. He's too far away.
She's like, if you're miserable, I don't want to be miserable with you. Fun driving home.
Probably more. That's more like the answer. That's basically probably the answer.
She's like, man, I don't want to get educated on why the Jets stink. I know. I just said no, they stink.
That's all I heard. We watched every playoff game, and that's all I heard from my wife. We're not even playing the same sport. It's so sad. But just getting real quick to these playoff games. It was good to watch good football. The Chargers, man, if they had punched it in early, maybe that game might have been different.
Yep.
I think right there, Bart, you've been around.
They tried too much. They tried too much with the Justin Herbert. Let us try and surprise you. Sometimes you just got to come off the ball, man, and say, man, if you can stop us 2 times from this 1 yard line, then we don't deserve to win. Like Justin Herbert is not like he's not the most mobile guy. He's a guy that he can run when the play breaks down. He's not a guy that's going to run with design runs. He's not. I'd rather have Brock Purdy, somebody lower to the ground, and then then Lawrence with that diving for the first down short. Like, bro, man, you 6'5", man, run that dude over.
Yeah, that was a bizarre play.
They should have just handed it to a running back like we did with Thomas Jones in San Diego.
Damn right.
But at the end of the day here, with Dante Moore, real quick. Listen, he's coming out. I'd be shocked if he stays in school. The Jets are probably going to take him and put him in a closet. And, hopefully they get the right quarterbacks coach in there. That's all you can hope for. And the last thing with the playoffs, I'll tell you the truth. I think the Pats are the team to beat in the AFC. I really do. I just think Vrabel's that good
Vegas
of a coach.
agrees with you.
Nah.
Vegas made them the favorite now.
That didn't show me nothing. Like the Chargers has a decent defense.
The Chargers couldn't protect.
But if they have to see the Texans,
that's gonna be a game.
With the way that May tried to remember May a mobile quarterback. Remember what they did to Josh Allen?
Yeah. Listen, if Pittsburgh,
they had Josh Allen running for his life, and they don't have no great receivers that's about to get open and stuff like that. They got Stingley that's basically can take away a whole side, and they got straight killers. Right now, my opinion, I think it's the Texans
for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, if they lose tonight, like that's not going to be a good second-round game. Or that's not going to be a good divisional game next weekend. See, here's the thing that I really like about Pittsburgh, or like about next weekend in particular. I think next weekend is always the best weekend.
Yeah.
Because I think you get the four purest best games.
You get a real disappointment.
Right. You get games this weekend, and frankly, I'm surprised that most of them were as close as they were. It's rare that you get that many wild card games that are that close.
Yeah.
Next weekend is always
usually one that's embarrassing. Like, man, why did y'all even show up?
Yeah. I think Pittsburgh, New England next week would be a bad game.
But New England, Texans?
Houston, that would be a great game.
Man,
that would be a great game.
Because listen, that left side of the line for the Patriots is wacky D.
Man, Milton Williams, that dude's a beast. He makes such a huge difference though when he's there and when he's not.
Yeah, he was a beast this year, but I think that the advantage will go. Man, that Texans defense.
Mm-hmm.
And if Nico Collins is healthy, they can't run the ball for crap. But man,
no, they cannot.
But man, I'm telling you.
It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page, we will dive in to the games from the weekend in just moments, and also what the Giants do have to be concerned about and how that could play out today in the next. I should say how that could play out in the next day or two. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com. That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
The final wild card matchup is tonight, and FanDuel is turning on playoff mode. All customers get a profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. Tonight, you'll find a pack loaded with multiple profit boosts waiting for you in the app. Take your shot on an upset or build a parlay that fits the moment. Then apply your profit boost and go after even bigger payouts while the playoffs get rolling. So visit FanDuel.com/local, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL, and grab your profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Problem with a gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, commitment issues? No problem. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever, as in for life. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds. Pay $25 a month as long as you stay on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
4? Man, my drives have been getting weaker and weaker.
The same thing happened to me when I turned 40. Men over 40 lose more than just their golf game. Energy, strength, stamina, it all goes downhill. I got Nugenix Total T2 and started feeling like my old self in no time.
America's most trusted testosterone-boosting brand is back. Nugenix Total T2. Crafted with a unique new formula that combines the ultimate free and total testosterone booster with a powerful nitric oxide booster that works in just 3 hours. Feel like a new man, leaner, stronger, with more energy and drive. Get your complimentary bottle today by texting BACK to 369-369 now.
All right, let's test this out.
Wow, that's on the green, man.
Looks like I got my drive back.
Text BACK to 369-369 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2. Text now and we'll even throw in a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator ever.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. Product not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
I have to say, there hasn't been a weekend like this for me in a long time where I legitimately did absolutely nothing but watch football all the way through. And what I mean by that is I'm usually doing a game or doing something else. My fat ass did not leave the couch.
I was about to say, you weren't on Frontier this week?
No.
But this is the thing. Like, why can't we get some Carlin's Corner juice from the couch?
From the road or from the couch?
From the couch.
All right, we'll get some. It's coming back this week. I
want to listen. Remember, we had
what do you want me to do from the couch?
Yo, we used to have so much fun when we worked together at the Fan because we could do literally whatever we wanted. Remember, we had the dip challenge.
Yeah.
And I told you that the store-bought wasn't,
Morash trying to tell me the store-bought's good.
Yeah.
Please.
And what was it? Hala? It was something. We brought in 3 dips.
It was regular onion dip.
And
sour cream and onion dip.
Yeah, but it was a certain couple brands, right?
Yeah, I don't remember which brands. I think one of them was Lay's. And it's not that they're bad.
I'm talking about the dips. And I didn't believe you.
Yeah, no, the brand was Lay's.
And outside the knuckle hair that you had in the dip, it was excellent. You know what I'm saying?
That's because there's only one way to make onion dip, and that's with actual sour cream and actual onion soup mix. That's it. Period. That's it.
We cast your stomach.
Pre-made stuff is crap.
We cast your stomach for a baby bath a baby bath for Maggie's baby. And
I don't even know what happened to that thing.
Marash did a couple of dumb things too. I forget. But also, Maggie almost died eating a whole pizza underneath the Showtime. Where HR came in with, well, not even HR, like Chernoff comes in. Yeah, you gotta get this one. Don't ever do that.
I shouldn't have let her do this.
She was on the ground. Remember when she got to the last end of the crust?
Yeah. I gotta go. All right, I gotta go.
I never seen somebody get fatigued from eating. But hey, in true Maggie form, she muscled through it. You know what I'm saying?
She absolutely did.
I'm a soldier.
She is a soldier, and
I know she's happy.
You're right.
She's a huge Buffalo Bills fan.
We haven't really done anything like that yet.
Yeah, maybe we should come in and have time and do the one chip challenge.
Oh, you mean like the thing that's like really, really like the spicy?
Yeah, one chip.
Oh, I would do that. See,
there we go. We got willing participants.
There's got to be stakes though. One of you has to be involved as well.
No, brother. No. It's usually for cash.
No. That's the producer.
It's usually for cash.
Okay, well, see, now Bart's speaking my language.
Yeah, it's usually for cash.
How much is it going to take for you to do that?
$50.
Oh, I was going to say 500. I was going to say 500.
Never. First lesson in negotiating: never name your price.
Who's your favorite concert? Who's your favorite band?
Slipknot.
Man, I get you Slipknot front row. Slipknot.
Oh, easy deal. I'll do 2 chips.
You two are the worst negotiators I've ever seen. First, you say $50, which fine, done. And you then say, no, you know what? Not $50. I'll get you front row tickets to the concert, basically, of your choice. And I don't even know when they're coming out.
I'll record myself in a mosh pit and we'll play it on the show. How about that?
No, I'm gonna come with you, and I'm gonna put a GoPro on my helmet, and I'm gonna be in there like the office linebacker taking dudes out.
See, now we're talking.
Go to sleep, Craig. Get up. Who else wants some T-ball? I'm coming there with some shell shock shoulder pads on. You want to go night-night? We'll be doing Oklahoma drills inside the mosh pit.
Let's get to some sideline to sideline.
It's going to happen.
This is Sideline to Sideline. Go. With Bart and Carlin. Rams 34, Panthers 31.
I'm just picturing you drilling 2 or 3 different guys in that mosh pit, knocking them down to the ground and just knocking the wind out of them. And the guys are just sitting there. Oh!
Especially if I catch them from the back.
Oh, yeah.
And get that. Oh, damn. I forgot I did.
I don't know if anybody's ever, if you haven't had the wind knocked out of you, I've had it happen a couple times when I was playing.
It's nothing like it.
Junior high school.
It's nothing like it.
Oh, my God, it hurts like hell. You thought you died.
You feel like the air is never going to come back.
Yeah.
And you out there, your mouth is open.
Yeah.
And you bringing air in, but it ain't hitting.
It's not registering at all.
It's like it's going right out.
There's like a 3-minute period where you feel like you're going to die.
Yeah.
And I would love, like, I'm just picturing you doing that to Tom. And
you would love to see me die?
I don't want to see you die. I don't want to see you hurt. I'm just saying somebody like you physically, what Bart would do to somebody like that in a mosh pit. Oh, my God.
Well, I mean, listen, we can increase the offer from $50 to like $1,000 and we can find out.
Oh, you want the
lawyers aren't going to let that go. That's the problem.
What's the thing? He can sign a waiver. What's the thing they used to have? The thing they used to have, like where they used to put the impact and they measure the impact, the science thing that they used to have
the
on
catapult
ESPN.
thing?
No, the science show that they used to have, like when they would have take a punch or take a hit, take a kick.
They had like that sports science show.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The show. What's the show?
It was
sports science.
Sports science.
Yeah, sports science. Yeah, we could do like a sports science. We could put like monitors on time and see like what my PSI is.
Tom, according to this PSI, you should have been dead an hour ago.
This is why your rib is floating. Your floating rib detached. It's no longer floating.
All of the bones in your upper torso have liquefied.
Yeah. Oh, I love that too.
All right, first game on Saturday. The Rams come back and beat the Panthers. You know, a couple things. Number one, I'm just actually encouraged by the fact that you can see a team like the Panthers give them as hard a time as they did in that game. Yeah. And it tells you that they're on the come, and that's a team that is on the right path of coming back from something. And if you've looked at the last 2 years with Dave Canales, that guy's done a really good job with that team.
He has. I mean, people were ready to give up on Bryce Young. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I have no hesitation in trying to bring in more and develop, because he's bigger. He's 6'3". So don't give me that he's little guy. He gives me that Jayden Daniels type of vibe. He's going to get bigger. He's going to have a chance to be redshirted for a year. And listen, if it don't work out, I'm drafting somebody else. If Art's right there, I'll draft him and trade him.
There was a period in that game after Stafford slammed his hand into the helmet of that defender.
Yeah.
That I thought they were toast, because he went something like 2 for 13 after that, but then somehow late got it back.
That's when you thought they were toast? I thought they were toast when it was 1 minute and 30 seconds ago and Bryce Young looked like he was going to be the hero.
No, I thought at that point they would come back, because Stafford had already shown that he could come back. I thought middle of the game, if Stafford's throwing the ball like that, I'm like, that's a big problem.
But it's weird though, like just what happened in San Francisco. That tip ball go up in the air. Like, when those moments happen, it's always that instance that somebody get their hand up. Man, San Diego messed up. Got a tip by the big dude receiving.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute. But the other thing I would say is the Rams, I don't know what my confidence level in the Rams is at the moment.
I just think, listen, styles make fights, and I just think with everything that the Panthers do, give the Rams a tough time. They don't have a great secondary. That's why I thought they should have tried to get Diggs. I know Diggs mad as hell. He got signed for 1 week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Thought he was going to be like, yeah, I'm about to come and change it. he might have been given more effect, for somebody like the Rams, who got Forbes, who's kind of a liability. So if anything scares you about the Rams, it's their secondary, and their special teams are the worst special teams. And listen, Ben has.
And they fired Blackburn a couple weeks ago,
and they signed Ben. But the thing is, you still got bad players. You haven't put enough draft equity or equity resources in your team to make sure you got good special team guys. Because Ben was here with Westhoff. He was Westhoff's longtime assistant.
But you cannot get a punt blocked in a playoff game. Come on.
Did you see the dude? The wing, he hit him, and his first thing he did was turned around because he was trying to get out in coverage. Mm-hmm. You got to stick on your blocks in the playoffs, man. He tried to just let me bump him and get out into my coverage. And the first thing I know that he knew he had messed up is because he turned around and looked while he was running to see. He's like, oh, man.
Oh, no.
Boop, boop.
Yeah.
Bro, and you always block first. Trying to get down in coverage, that ain't your job. That's the gunner's job to get out first. As a wing, it's your job to make sure that you get that guy up out of there.
Bears 31, Packers 27.
Ooh.
This is as bad of a playoff loss as you can have.
The rivalry's back, baby.
It is. It is. And I loved everything about it. I love the fact that Johnson said what he said after the game, that basically that wasn't even a handshake. That was a drive-by at best between the two of them.
Yeah,
I loved that game. I told you that was my favorite game of the entire weekend. And the fact that the Bears fell behind 21-3, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I thought they were coming back to win the game. But I'm so glad that they came back and gave it a shot because, Bart, that looked to me 2 or 3 times early in the third quarter like, oh, they're going to keep climbing, and then somehow they're going to get kicked in the head each time. Yeah. And when you have those 1 or 2 or 3 things that go against you, usually you can't overcome that, but they did. That's a terrible loss for the Packers.
Horrible. But it's on brand. Like, the Bears did win the division. And when you look at it, Michael Parsons, 7 losses and a tie is a disappointment to a team that was supposed to, compete for not only the Super Bowl, but just because you lose Michael Parsons, he shouldn't be that big of an effect on your defense.
No.
Like, this is supposed to be a Super Bowl caliber defense, even without Michael Parsons before the season started.
Give the Bears credit. I mean, that was not an easy situation to come back from. Give Caleb Williams some credit. And Bart, he's not even that accurate. He misses the layup throws that are just so easy. Then he makes that one throw that's ridiculous. Are you kidding me?
You know what pisses me off? You're one of the most inaccurate quarterbacks in football history. And you showing up your receivers every time, you throw the ball and they don't get it or it's a miscommunication. Bro, you can't, bro. Sometimes you can't hit the ocean inside of you couldn't hit the ocean if you was on a Carnival cruise. And he be trying to, that's what I don't like. Bro, you ain't Himothy yet. I don't know who you think you are, but don't be showing me up, dog.
Yeah, that's not ideal. Bears now will host the Rams this weekend.
This might be the most competitive matchup ever.
Early forecast, high of 16.
I don't worry about Matthew Stafford.
Neither do I. Not in the weather.
First of all, Matthew.
He played in the NFC North,
right? So he's been there.
He played in the Bears, before.
Yeah.
So that's not as big of a deal, but still, it's again more playoff football in those kind of conditions. I love it.
I mean, if you're Seattle, you couldn't ask for a better draw. Yeah, y'all got the hell beat out of y'all. No Kittle. Oh yeah, I'll take that.
Well, we'll get to that game in just a second. Let's get to the next one.
Bills 27, Jaguars 24.
It's totally disappointing, man.
Disappointing because of Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah.
Because Trevor Lawrence kind of gave it away?
Yeah, man. Trevor Lawrence gave it away with the interceptions, but also, the pivotal moments on that 4th down. That took points off the board. You got to stay up, bro. You got to know what the first down
the one in the second quarter?
Yeah, with a shin down. Yeah. I mean, those are pivotal moments. Like you said, games come down to 4 or 5 pivotal moments in a game, and they failed all of them. Opportunities to put points on the board, and also their defense, let Josh Allen with this bend don't break stuff, let him get away with it.
If you told me before the game that between Allen and Cook, the Bills had 79 yards on 26 carries, which, by the way, is 3 yards a carry.
Yeah.
I say no way they're winning the game. No way they're winning the game.
Brandon Cook has been a revelation for them. They got every former great receiver that they can find, and they're still running out of guys. You know what I mean?
Listen, the one thing you know about Brandon Cooks, he's fast. He'll get open.
He's smart. He dropped a couple balls, but like he's making big plays because you're not really dependent on him. You're like, he surprises you. I mean, 15 for 46 is not 15 for 46. He had 3 for 58, but they're all pivotal plays.
What I do not understand from a Jacksonville standpoint, between Etienne and Tootin, 14 carries, 118 yards.
Oh.
How do they only have 14 carries? How is that possible? Between those two, you have got to run the football more than they did. So Coen takes a little bit of a hit right there. But that guy, Parker Washington, has really become a terrific receiver.
Yeah, he is.
And he's the one who emerged once they got Jacoby Myers.
And also, he also the one who emerged once Travis Hunter was not force-fed on the offense.
Yeah.
So when Travis Hunter comes back, instead of giving up big plays to Cook, how about let him play defense full time? Then you don't have to worry about giving up big plays to Cook and Keon Coleman because they should be locked down.
Listen, I don't have any problem with anything you just said. Jacksonville, do you think that was a coach has a big first year and they're on the growth path, or do you think that's a coach has a big first year but they might take a step back?
I think they might take a step back because I think Indianapolis will be back. And I also think that the Texans will compete for the division at the beginning. They won't struggle at the beginning of the season. Once they figure out how to draft some linemen and get some protection for C.J. Stroud, I think C.J. Stroud can return back to the guy that he was. We talk about, like, offensive coordinator positions. I mean, if you can't get a head coaching job, if you're Cliff Kingsbury, if you're what's another offensive coordinator that got released? Like, you C.J. Stroud and playing with that defense may be something that helped, rebuild your resume to get you back at the whole head coaching job.
49ers 23, Eagles 19.
Did anybody have a better day than Robert Saleh? I mean, the Eagles offense, you can have it. The way it's gone this year, they've got their issues around A.J. Brown, who obviously dropped 3 different passes. Jalen Hurts was not very good. The Eagles offense all season was very inconsistent. But there is no way that when you look at all of the players that the 49ers have been without most of the year, that Eagles offense should have been as inconsistent as it was yesterday.
I tell you what, like sometimes the worst thing that happened to you is the best thing that happened to you. Robert Saleh was embarrassed. He thought he was going to have his opportunity to try and turn this thing around with the Jets. He got fired mid-season, only to watch his team get destroyed. Go be a consultant with Green Bay, only to kind of revive his career. If Robert Saleh at the end of this, in 18 months, if Robert Saleh goes to a failed, fired coach, to the new coach of the Baltimore Ravens, he will bless and send the biggest edible arrangement to Woody Johnson ever delivered by edible arrangements.
Let me ask you this. Doesn't that say more about the Jets if the Ravens go and hire Robert Saleh? If they're that impressed by him as a head coach, doesn't that say more about the Jets?
I'm telling you, it does.
Because, that will bother me if I'm the Jets. If the Cardinals hire him, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Right.
If the Ravens hire him,
Bro, he is a
you immediately start looking at it like we screwed that up.
He is a Ravens type of coach, man. His demeanor, the way he carries himself.
He's going to interview tomorrow, I think.
He is a Ravens type of guy, man. And if he gets that defense, listen, we don't play. Listen, the reason why they probably going to hire a defensive coach because we don't play that in Baltimore. We can lose. We ain't going to lose that way. Like, our identity is defense, and we're going to bring that back.
So the 49ers will play Saturday in Seattle.
Ass kicking. Sam Darnold's going to be in the Super Bowl.
If I had to ask you already what you thought the spread on that game was, what did you think?
It's got to be like 5. They beat them in their house. Now they're going to be in there with the 12th man on a short week. No Kittle. That means they can't. Kittle helps them capture the edges of defenses because he's like having an extra tackle. So he's taking defensive linemen around and throwing them around. You saw when he pancaked Hutchinson this year. And then you look at what's going to happen as well with Trent Williams. Trent Williams on there with the hamstring. They bottled up Christian McCaffrey in the last game. Christian McCaffrey, when they won, was non-existent.
Here's the other thing. Like that. First of all, I've never seen roughing the passer on a wide receiver who was throwing the ball, who got drilled, and that was a terrific throw from Jennings to McCaffrey.
Former high school, all-pro. But listen, going back to the Chargers, man, Herbert got punched in the face.
I'm getting there in a sec.
Oh, okay. I thought we were
getting there in 1 sec. No. That's the last game. We're getting to that in 1 sec. So anyway, Seahawks 49ers will be on Saturday. The game times are not announced yet. But they're like 4:30 and 8, like that.
It's two West Coast teams. So
it's just who's playing when. Yeah. Broncos and Bills is also on Saturday. The Bills are the favorites in that game by 1.5 points.
So I would think
6 seed over the 1 seed.
So you know how this used to go. This means the Bills probably are going to play at 4:30, and they'll put the West Coast team at that time for their fan base.
I would think so, but
you never know.
Yeah. You never know.
Play essentially a 1 o'clock game for them is crazy.
Patriots 16, Chargers 3.
Look, you can't protect the quarterback, you don't have a chance. They got sacked 6 times. The tackles, it finally came home to roost against the Chargers. There are a lot of people lining up to kill Herbert today. I'm not doing that.
I thought he listen. He came back like the Undertaker 25 times.
That dude took a lot of hits, and that was tough.
And he kept going. And I mean, realistically, like, this was a game 9-3 all the way to the end. Like, don't give me like the score at the end. I mean, they really messed up when they got the interception in territory and ended up with no points.
Listen,
not even 3.
Yeah, when they didn't score early, when they didn't get the touchdown early, I thought they were in big trouble.
Yeah.
I thought they were in big trouble at that point. I never thought that they would win that game last night. The Patriots now wait the winner of the Steelers and the Texans. That game is going to be on Sunday.
I guarantee you every Patriot player is wearing a Rodgers jersey.
Let me ask you something. In prime time on Sunday, would you rather – you and I, as football fans, would rather see Texans-Patriots?
Of course.
Do you think TV would rather see Steelers-Patriots because of the Steelers fan base?
Because it's going to be a bad game.
I don't disagree. I think it'll be a bad game, but I think if it's Steelers, I bet you that's the late game.
I understand,
and if it's the Texans, I bet you it's the early game.
That's cool. Listen, Dallas isn't in it, so it'll eat up Texas. They'll get ratings because it's not like Houston's a small market. Now, they're not a traditional team because they're basically an expansion team. But I definitely would be much more interested in even watching the game with that defense against the MVP candidate.
I just coughed thinking that I had turned the mic off, and actually I had just returned it on. So there you go. You're welcome. Anyway, so the Patriots will face the winner of the game tonight, the Steelers and Texans, which, yeah. Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube page where you can go, you can watch the show, you can add in your comments, and we will get to some of those throughout the course of the show. Also at 800-919-3776. If I were to ask you, I want you to take this and just think about it. Of the 7 jobs that John Harbaugh is going to be in the mix for, the Giants, the Titans, the Falcons, Miami.
Don't say the Cardinals. He's not taking it.
I'm just mentioning them. Okay? I don't know. Peter Schrager last week was all over the Cardinals. Pete, come on. Let's be real. The Browns, the Raiders, the Cardinals. Of those 7 teams, I don't want you to tell me right now. I want you to think about it. I want you to mull. Just mull.
Call that a tease.
And I want you to rank those jobs where that should be for John Harbaugh. 800-919-3776. My friends, Chris Stapleton's All-American Roadshow is coming to Northwell Health at Jones Beach Theater Wednesday, August 26th. Jeez, let me clear up my throat for a minute.
Get him some Mucinex. Let's get him some Mucinex.
I'm not sick.
You need some of my apple cider. Yeah, but mucus don't have to do with being sick, even though mucus is the
not having
foundation of sickness.
But I'm not having any, anything that's a mucus-causing drink or of any sort. Nothing dairy.
You want some of my ginger?
I'm straight.
Cider, sage.
I'm out. I'm good. Let me restart. Give them a fresh read, as they say. Chris Stapleton's All-American Roadshow coming to Northwell Health at Jones Beach Theater Wednesday, August 26th. ESPN New York has your chance to score tickets on the ESPN New York app. Just find the contest tile, submit your entry. It's brought to you by Live Nation. Tickets go on sale this Friday, 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Lines are open now. You know what's coming soon? Not immediately, but soon. It's a frenzy of football. That's coming soon.
Ooh. Not to be confused
with the football frenzy, which was stolen from us and our bit by the morning show. 800-919-3776, Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Hey, football fans, picture this. You bet on your favorite player to score the first touchdown in the game, but his teammate scores instead. If this happens, BetMGM wants to give you another chance at the end zone. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead.
Really?
That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second,
you get your stake back in cash.
With BetMGM's second chance offer, you have a chance to keep the fun going after the first player crosses the goal line. Try a first TD scorer wager with confidence today. BetMGM. Make it legendary.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. New Jersey only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Awards paid back in unrestricted withdrawable funds. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hey, sorry I missed you. Your call is very important to me. Just not as important as the New Jersey Lottery's Green Ball promotion being back on Pick 3 evening drawings. See, if the green ball's drawn, that's a free second chance to win? So, yeah, you get it. It's only through February 1st, though, so try me after then?
Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. For game odds and promotion details, visit njlottery.com/pick3.
When it comes to meat and seafood, selection matters, and no one beats Wild Fork Foods. To everyday essentials, to high-quality steaks, to seafood and more, every product is blast frozen to lock in peak flavor and freshness, so you get restaurant-quality meats at home for amazing prices. Shop in person at 7 locations across Long Island and New Jersey, or you can order online for same-day delivery. It's easy, it's convenient, and the prices are wild. WildForkFoods.com.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Winter Sale and get 30% off paints and stains January 9th through the 19th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
That's how all my brothers roll. Money, clothes, cars, and blows. That's how all my... What you know about T.I.?
I know that he's a rapper.
Ah.
Well put, Tom.
His son...
Dynamite insight, bud.
His son's rapping now.
He has a son? I thought he was like 30 or so. Well, I mean...
T.I.?
Yeah.
See,
I know T.I.'s in his 40s.
So what you need to know is black man without facial hair always look young. Like Pharrell, if you look at Pharrell, you're like, oh, how old is he? Pharrell's like damn near 60 from the Neptunes.
Look at me for a second.
Like,
let me look at your face for a minute. If I really hadn't seen you, how old would I think you were?
35.
Or hadn't known you?
35.
38.
38.
38, 39.
Yeah.
Something like that. You're knocking on the door 40.
See, but that's because I got facial hair. T.I., like guys who don't like look at Pharrell. Guys that don't grow facial hair. So you think
if you shaved altogether, you would look a lot younger?
No. Guys who can't grow facial hair.
Yeah.
Because those pores don't have like ingrowns and your skin don't age. Like, look at anybody without facial hair. Pull up a picture of Pharrell. He can't grow a beard. He never had a shadow, none of that. Look at T.I. Same thing. Even
how old is Pharrell Williams?
Even Dr. Dre. He got to be like 55. 60.
Pharrell is 52.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Like,
I thought Pharrell was maybe late 30s.
No, man.
I don't know.
Pharrell old as hell.
I just know that song.
Now
Happy.
Look at T.I.
Isn't that from the Minions movie?
T.I. has no facial hair. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the key. Like when you can't grow facial hair, it actually helps your face look a lot younger.
Tom looks like he's 25, and he's 25.
26, actually.
Oh, 26.
Close enough.
Tom, I would think you was 30. Just because your haircut.
That's not good.
What are you trying to say about me, Bart?
I think what he's
because your haircut.
The way your haircut, the parting of the hair is very businesslike. It's
mature.
Very mature, or I mean, it's a little. Listen, please don't take this with any malice. There's no malice behind it. Little dorky. There's no malice. It's a little dorky haircut. Yes, no.
I mean, listen, take one look at me. That's accurate.
Nice.
No, I'm not judging. I don't judge. No, you just look like you'll be in your 30s. But when you get 30, you might still look 30.
And then I guarantee that when you're out of here and dressed casually, at least more casually, that you probably wear nothing like I would expect you to wear. Like I would not expect you to be wearing like jeans and just a normal T-shirt. I'd be expecting you to that's what I would be expecting you to wear. But I bet you, just knowing how much of a diehard metal fan you are, that you're probably more metal that way.
Yeah, your expectations were too high. Just jeans and T-shirt. That's usually
it?
That's usually the look.
Okay.
It might be a metal shirt.
I just looked at Sean McVay. He don't look 38.
Sean McVay's 38?
Yeah.
I thought by now he would have been 40. He's not even 40 yet. Dude, it's not even 40 yet.
Talking about retiring and doing TV.
He was burned out.
Yeah.
He was burned out. 800-919-3776. How about some audio files, Tom?
The audio file.
God, I got so much red. My face.
It's just the light.
Winter. It's ruddy face,
It's
too.
the light. It's the light.
It's a winter. Damn winter. Trying to stay moisturized.
Hydrate. You got to hydrate your skin when it's cold out there.
I tried. Listen, I do. And it's still not making it happen. Anyway. Well, Tom.
You work on that. I'll queue up the first cut for us in audio files here.
Thanks, Tom.
And it's going to be Dante Moore, because the conversation partially this morning is whether or not he's going to go back to college after that, what we might call a miserable performance against Indiana. This is what he had to say.
What we might call miserable.
Yeah, to put it lightly. This is what he had to say immediately following the game.
I don't know my decision yet. I'm going to talk to Coach Lane and talk to my family and everybody. But at the end of the day, I don't want to think about that right now. I just want to think about my teammates and give love to them.
But that, coupled with the Dylan Raiola news this morning, for those who are unaware, the quarterback from Nebraska, who was highly touted a couple of years ago, just announced that he is transferring to Oregon. You would have to think that if that's the case, they must know already that Moore is going to go pro.
So I do actually have an update on that.
Okay.
So if Dante Moore returns, Raiola is going to back him up, and then Raiola will take over in 27. That's what Pete Thamel is saying.
No, I get that. But do you think he would return? Do you think he would have definitively committed to Oregon if he wasn't going to be the starter?
That I don't know. That's the speculation.
Yeah, I don't know that he would have. Every coach will tell you the same thing. You have to come in. You have to compete, all that. I would not think that Raiola would have definitively gone to Oregon if he was going to be sitting behind Dante Moore. I don't know if I buy that as much. Next!
Other quarterback news, by the way, I don't have a cut of it. Sam Leavitt, the Arizona State transfer, LSU.
Yeah, that's about right. So he was really good at Arizona State, but then he got hurt this year. And so now he goes to LSU with Kiffin.
He'll be there for 1 year.
That number is going to end up being, he's going to end up getting 6, 7, something like that. Most of these quarterback numbers, people have been speculating we're only going to be around 5, 5.5. I think the number is going to go a little bit higher for what they're going to get this year.
How much? 4.5? Who else? Somebody turned down 4.5. Ty Simpson.
Yeah, you can have him.
Ty Simpson's crazy.
You can have him.
I don't know who gave him
so Ty Simpson is turning pro, but teams are still trying to convince him to go into the portal.
Yeah, $4.5 million is what he's turning down.
Okay, Ty.
He's gonna get drafted 5th and make $800,000.
If I were Ty Simpson, I would be going back and trying to get better.
He must hate going to class. That bad?
Listen, class sucks. Class sucks. That's all there is to it.
I mean, at this point, if he graduated, he can. Well, when you graduate, you can't take 100 level classes or nothing. I'd be taking quilting, decision making.
You have to get all those things done with your. But again, that's if you're going to go and graduate. If you care about it, But if you don't care about it, then you can go and take whatever you want to take.
Been in school 12 years. Beck should. If Beck don't have a doctorate, two bachelors, and an MBA, I don't know what he's been doing.
And valedictorian, don't forget that.
Yeah.
Magna cum laude.
Carson Beck. Yeah. A lot of people go to college for 7 years. They're called doctors.
Exactly.
Next.
All right, so now let's go a little bit around the league, guys. We just had our sideline to sideline. Now let's hear some audio regarding some of that. So, Ben Johnson, you teased it a little bit, Chris, how Ben Johnson was all giddy about beating the Packers, and he certainly meant that.
There's probably a little bit more noise coming out of their building up north to start the week, which we heard loud and clear, players and coaches alike. This one meant something to us.
Yeah, that's good. He took it personal, just like Michael Jordan did back in the day. The bigger story, though, of course, out of here with Adam Schefter reporting on it this morning is the future of LaFleur in Green Bay. Jordan Love, do you want your head coach to stay?
Yeah, I definitely think Matt should be the head coach. I got a lot of love for Matt. I think he does a great job.
That's great. Now, Matt, what do you think about your future?
That's not the focus right now, to be honest with you. We're fresh off this loss. My sole focus is on our players, our team.
Have you met with Ed since the game?
We talked briefly on the plane, and there's going to be a time when we're going to get together either later tonight or tomorrow sometime.
And, of course, Schefter, guys saying this morning that they're working on something to possibly keep him there.
Yeah, listen, if you're Green Bay and you have a chance to get Harbaugh or you're going to keep LaFleur, are you definitively doing it? I'm not going to blame Green Bay if they want to stick with Matt LaFleur. And it's nothing against Harbaugh. It's not like Matt LaFleur has been a bad coach there. He hasn't been.
Yeah, but, it may be time, like anything else. Could be time.
If I'm the Giants, I want that to get worked out. I want LaFleur to be staying there. Now, you pointed this out earlier with Matt Ryan getting the Falcons job. He was LaFleur was Matt Ryan's quarterback coach with Atlanta the year that he won the MVP.
Yep.
So would you be concerned about that at all, about LaFleur going to Atlanta?
Well, LaFleur has leverage, right? Because you don't want to get it done, but then Green Bay has leverage because they're saying, hey.
He's still got 1 year left on his contract.
Yeah, but. Yeah.
I mean, meaning that Green Bay could trade him if they were going to let him go.
I'm not trading for him. Not especially if I got to pay him that type of money. If I'm Matt Ryan, I'm not trading nothing.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade for him either.
Because he don't want to be a lamed up coach.
Yeah, listen, if I'm LaFleur, my better chance to win is in Green Bay than it is in Atlanta. I think right now. Next.
All right, so this one drew a little bit of controversy because after I was going to say the Panthers game, but that's not true. After the Jaguars game, Liam Coen and a reporter at the press conference, I'm not perfectly clear if it's a reporter, to be honest, they had an endearing moment that a lot of reporters on social media weren't happy about, and here's the audio of that.
How you doing today? Lynn Jones, Jacksonville Free Press News. I just want to tell you congratulations on your success, young man.
Thank you.
You hold your head up, all right? You guys have had a most magnificent season.
Thank you.
And you did a great job out there today.
Appreciate
so you
it.
just hold your head up, okay?
Thank
and
you,
ladies
ma'am.
and gentlemen, Duval, you the one, all right?
you, ma'am.
keep it going. We got another season, okay?
I appreciate
Take
it.
care and much continued success to you and the entire team.
Thank you, ma'am.
Everybody should have a black woman around them in their life. That's how black women, I'm telling you, they put power into you, man. They breathe life into you, brother. I'm telling you. I've been riding my mom's breath since I was born. Look how far it got me. See how they just know how to talk to a man. You know what I'm saying? Well, not the crazy ones, but everybody need a black woman in their life like her.
So all the media got bent out of shape because Adam Schefter retweeted it, and he retweeted it with, "This is a very cool moment," or something like that.
Yeah, he was one of the only few that actually seemed like okay with it.
Yeah, there was a time in my life where I would have been like, "Oh, that's ridiculous. You can't do that in a press conference." Honestly, who cares? That's where I come down on it. She's saying some nice things to him. It's in the middle of a press conference. Right. It didn't cost anybody else a question or any time.
I reclaim my time. What do you mean? She's got her time?
It's not the time and place, but at the same time, I'm not going to get bent out of shape by it. Because, like, when we used to talk about serious journalism and all that crap, like, it's not that that's crap. It's not the time and place for all of that.
It don't mean that she can't ask a legitimate question following up. She just said
she didn't. That was the only thing that she did.
That's okay because I'm sure she knows everybody else is going to say something. What they going to say? Oh man, you guys suck. I can't believe it's his first year.
I'm not going to.
He won the division. What are we talking about?
I'm not getting bent out of shape.
We lost to the reigning MVP by 3 points. Trevor Lawrence did what he was supposed to do. He got him up and got him ahead on the score, and the defense let him down. What are we talking about? It's nothing to talk about. Like, this was a year where they reset themselves as somebody that can be taken seriously, and now they have something to build off of.
I can't get that wrapped up. I'm not gonna. I don't care.
People hate because they mad because she getting attention from it.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
But it's
Adam Schefter retweeted. Oh my God.
And we have to get all bent out of shape about it. Like, I think there are other things we should be focusing on right now. Anyway, next.
So one of the things that we could be focusing on right now is all the disarray that's going to happen in Philly between the whole A.J. Brown of it all and between what they're going to do with their coaching situation. Now, I'm going to play two things here because there's two stories which I mentioned, which is, of course, one, Nick Sirianni's heated interaction with A.J. Brown. And what did Sirianni have to say about that after the game?
Yeah, I was trying to get him off the field, because we were about to punt, and that was really it. So I love A.J. I think he knows how I feel about him. I have a special relationship with him. We've probably went through every emotion you can possibly have together. We've laughed together. We've cried together. We've yelled at each other. We're both emotional. I was trying to get him off the field, and that happens in this game. That happens in this game, and I love him.
Again, if you aren't paying attention to the Eagles for like the last 5 years, they thrive in some kind of drama. So that's why that was like on a scale of 1 to 10, that was like a 2 for me yesterday.
Yeah, but
but the A.J. Brown thing, dropping the passes, and then just bailed, just absolutely just ran out after the game, did not bother talking to the media at all.
Of course not.
Just pieced out. That was a little weak. That was weak sauce.
But he's been telling you all year it was something wrong with his offense. Yeah. He's been telling you all year. And then when Jalen Hurts had to play quarterback, that ball was dropped, but Jalen Hurts didn't play a particularly good game.
Here's the best part, though. Remember a couple of years ago when the guy, after Nelson Aguilar dropped a couple of passes outside
babies.
the fire. He caught a baby.
Yeah.
And a woman threw a baby down from the second floor, and he caught it. And he's like, yeah, I caught it, unlike Aguilar.
Yeah.
Well, a little more of that yesterday from a Philly kid responding to the loss.
This was a huge letdown. This was my Christmas present, and I got a loss.
Oh, no. You probably would have rather had Cole, huh?
Yeah, probably. I'm feeling two of two things. A, I want A.J. Brown packing his bags, and I want him somewhere else that is not here. I love you, A.J., but, like, you can't make those drops in that game. And I also want Kevin Patullo flipping burgers at, like, the local McDonald's or something. I don't care. Whenever he's an offensive coordinator, it's like he's flipping burgers. One half he's cooking, and the other half is completely raw.
That from Action News from 6 ABC in Philly, by the way.
Kid had on like a striped green and black hat. Little hefty. Like he eat a lot of McDonald's burgers, but it was all good. The kid was cute. It's funny. Like you can tell that he hangs around his dad, you know what I mean, and he's all in.
Yep.
My freaking Christmas present, man.
I know people don't like Philly up here and all that, but you can always count on them for entertainment.
Yeah.
They are always going to entertain you.
They consistent.
Always. Absolutely. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. In moments, more of you at 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN, and we hear more from Adam Schefter on the Packers, John Harbaugh, and the Giants. Next.
Monday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Will the Giants be able to land John Harbaugh as their next head coach?
You need John Harbaugh. That's what you need. I think if the Giants have a really good offseason, and that's a big if, that they could compete for that division next season. I really believe it.
I think the second, if it happens, John Harbaugh gets hired, that most NFL experts will pick the Giants to be one of those teams that has the biggest turnaround.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All the way over Barzell, score! New York Islanders hockey is back at UBS Arena, and it's time to bring the family and make some noise. With more afternoon games this season, the Islanders have special kids-themed games and activities for young fans. Play games pregame at the park and head inside for fun on the concourse and on the ice. Tickets for the 2025-26 season are on sale now. Get your tickets at NewYorkIslanders.com.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Focus Features presents the film Hamnet from director Chloe Zhao and producers Steven Spielberg and Sam Mendes. Discover the untold story behind Shakespeare's greatest masterpiece. Winner of more audience awards than any film this year, Hamnet is a monumental cinematic experience. And now it's the Critics' Choice Award winner for Best Actress, Jessie Buckley. Hamnet is the best picture of the year. Hamnet, rated PG-13, may be inappropriate for children under 13. Now playing only in theaters.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
At City Harvest, we're on the road every day rescuing millions of pounds of nutritious food for New Yorkers in need, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Empower. After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he can be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
The city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports. ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
Comments coming in on the YouTube chat over on ESPN New York's YouTube page. Tomlin and Rodgers might be in their last NFL game tonight. The Texans defense should be wearing black. That from Aton Tomlinson. I don't know about that. I don't know if it's Tomlin's last game. You know, and by the way, that one kind of slipped in under the radar a couple of weeks ago on Sunday Night Football with the Ravens last week with the whole Rodgers thing. Rodgers, in his production meeting with the guys on NBC, from the way Tirico was talking about it, is not ruling out not coming back next year. What a freaking shock. What a freaking shock that you would say, I'm not ruling anything out right now. I haven't made any decisions about anything. Stunning that he would make sure to get as much attention out of whatever he's going to do as he can. And dear God, if I got to deal with this for another year, I just want to root for my team nice and clean. Nice and clean.
Well, now you got two of the best coaches out of the division. You should have, Mike Tom should be able to mop the floor with the rest of these new coaches.
I mean, it's not like the rest of the division was, I didn't look around and see Vince Lombardi anywhere or Tom Coughlin anywhere.
You got a Hall of Famer in John Harbaugh, and you got two-time Coach of the Year.
Yeah. Boy, you love this Coach of the Year award.
Five-time. I
just want to get a.
See how many people have won Coach of the Year twice?
And not only that, the guys who have won it.
Well, you got Brian Daboll. I wonder where Brian Daboll, you think he's going to be an offense coordinator somewhere? Should he be being looked at as an offensive coordinator?
He will be an offensive coordinator somewhere. Let's see. Matt Nagy, Jason Garrett, Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera's won it twice.
See what I'm saying? He got a team to the Super Bowl.
Bruce Arians won it twice. Mike Smith, Marvin Lewis.
Mike Smith, my guy. That was
Lovie
my
Smith.
Coach.
Lovie Smith.
He got the Bears, too. That's when before Aaron Rodgers owned them.
Dick Duran.
Dick Duran.
Yeah. Jim Haslett. Jim Fossil.
Well, he did get the Giants to the Super Bowl.
Ray Rhodes. That wasn't the year he won it. He won it his first year.
Ray Rhodes used to look like somebody's gym teacher.
Wayne Fonts.
What you mean? Yeah.
He had the big year in 92 when they went like 12-4 or something like that.
Yeah,
91.
Baby. Wayne Fizzons, baby.
You are the only person alive who has ever called him Wayne Fissance.
Run and shoot, baby. Run and shoot.
Lindy Infante, Jim Mora, Chuck Knox.
Playoffs.
Oh, my God. Chuck Knox won it 3 times.
Yeah, rarefied air right there, baby.
Yeah, no, it's not rarefied air.
Who Chuck Knox? Who was he coaching?
Chuck Knox was coaching Seattle.
See,
Seahawks.
It's always the teams that don't win for a
No,
long time.
I'm sorry, Buffalo.
See?
Buffalo. It's Buffalo and Seattle.
Was that before Marv Levy?
Yes.
See?
He was coaching Buffalo in like the late 70s, early 80s.
So that's O.J. Simpson, baby.
I think O.J. was gone by that
juice.
point. I think the juice was gone by that point.
Juice had no more squeeze?
I guess if you want to put it that way. Dom Capers won the Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
All those guys. You want all those guys to be your head coach.
But
That's
nobody
good
won
for
him,
you.
Nobody won it twice like him.
I just gave you.
You gave me a couple twice.
Ron Rivera, Bruce Arians. Okay. Whatever. Come on. Who cares about him winning it twice? Stefanski is an okay coach, but I'm basing this off of a 6-year period. It's not like a 2 or 3 year period. A 6-year period where he had 2 winning seasons.
Well, listen, you win in Cleveland, that counts for double.
Apparently.
So that's 4 years.
Apparently. Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. I do want to play this for you real quick. This is Adam Schefter this morning on the Packers and where they stand as far as Harbaugh.
Former president back in the day was a man by the name of Bob Harlan. Bob Harlan's son, Brian Harlan, represents John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh is a Midwestern guy who has a home in the Upper Peninsula. And a lot of people around the league have been wondering if the Packers decide to go in a different direction, if all of a sudden the Green Bay Packers might vault to the top of John Harbaugh's list.
Now, that was Schefter yesterday. This morning, he said that the Packers want to work in the next couple of days at getting an extension done with LaFleur, but it didn't say anything about LaFleur definitively wanting to get one done. So, but the Packers want to keep him. It's just, what does that look like if they do? And that both sides want clarity on the situation quickly.
Yeah, it sounds like if they can't get something ironed out the next couple of days, of course today, it's like garbage bag Mondays. You know what I mean? Where guys are going to be cleaning out their lockers. You're going to have your exit type of, have your exit interviews, and guys are going to leave out and then, get their treatment. And then I think you'll move to the business at hand, which is making sure that, you sit down and talk to your coaches, see what coaches are going to come back. What's the guy that's the defense coordinator? He's got some opportunities to
Jeff Hafley. He's going to interview for some head coaching jobs this week.
He'll get Arizona or something like that.
800-919-3776.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
The final wildcard matchup is tonight, and FanDuel is turning on playoff mode. All customers get a Profit Boost pack every NFL playoff game day. Tonight, you'll find a pack loaded with multiple Profit Boosts waiting for you in the app. So if you think the Texans keep it rolling, then get in the action. Maybe you think the Steelers have finally figured it out at the right time. Guess what? You can bet that too. So take your shot at an upset or build a parlay that fits the moment, then apply your Profit Boost and go after even bigger payouts while the playoffs get rolling. Visit FanDuel.com/local, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL, and grab your Profit Boost pack every NFL playoff game day. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable Profit Boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on a Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Looking for the best meat and seafood at unbeatable prices? Get to Wild Fork Foods. They offer the widest selection of meats and seafoods you'll find anywhere. Everything is blast frozen to lock in flavor and nutrients. From beef and poultry to seafood, pork, and even exotic and game meats, you'll get the best value for your buck. Visit one of their 7 locations across Long Island and New Jersey, or order online for same-day delivery at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork Foods, your neighborhood's meat and seafood market.
More people trust their hearts to New York Presbyterian than any other hospital in New York. It's because New York Presbyterian has the most experienced cardiovascular doctors, treating a full range of heart conditions, from heart failure to valve repair, with the most advanced treatments. Find a doctor at nyp.org/heart. New York Presbyterian. New York Presbyterian Hospital, based on U.S. News & World Report 2025 to 2026 cardiology, heart, and vascular surgery rankings.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
He joins us each and every Monday at this time. It's Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page in 20 seconds, D. Wood joins us, but it is noon, so what does that mean, Bartholomew?
It's the power hour, 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 hour. Power hour.
Right now, Damien Woody joins us, ESPN NFL analyst, as he does each week. D. Wood, Carlin, Bart, what's up, brother? Good weekend of football for sure.
Because it's the power hour.
Yo! Did you wear the forest green today for the RIP obituary of the Philadelphia Eagles?
No, it was just the only suit that I was cleaning in my closet. So
it was that time.
It came down to that, but I felt pretty good, man.
Hey, Wizzle, come on, man. We try to be interesting here, man. You're supposed to say, yes, this commemorate the death of AJ Brown. Come on, man. You know how this stuff works, man. Don't let facts get in the way of a good story.
You're right. I gotta help the show out any way I can, man.
All right, so let's go. Let's start with the games then this weekend before we actually have to talk about the other two teams for whatever reason. Yeah. And we'll start with the fact that Philadelphia lost that game. So who would you attribute that loss to the most for Philadelphia? Because that feels like a bad one.
Oh man, I don't know if there's one guy that I would pinpoint this game on. I mean, you think about the way the Philadelphia Eagles offense operated in this game, and it was really a culmination of what's been going on all year with the Philadelphia Eagles. They can't consistently, they don't have an identity. They can't consistently run the ball the way they did last year. Obviously, the passing game. How many drops do we see, from A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and, you just look at this Philadelphia Eagles team, and it just feels like there's going to be big changes, particularly on the offensive side of the ball. I think Kevin Patullo, the offensive coordinator, there's got to be change, because I look at this. You can tell the mark of a good coach by not only how things go with the new teams he's with, but also the team that he left behind. And you look at Kellen Moore and the impact he had with Philadelphia. Boy, they this Philadelphia Eagles offense, they need some new juice at the offensive coordinator position.
They really started struggling because of the help of Lane Johnson, who couldn't answer the bell for the last 6 games. That was the beginning of their problems. They didn't have that anchor that they can build their offense around if they needed a tough yard or they needed a big play, a place where somebody that they can lean on that's a Hall of Famer. But I want to go to the other side, because what a coaching job by Kyle Shanahan, just working with what he has, especially after losing Kittle, but also Bob Saleh, right, who I think is going to get an opportunity, who's interviewing for the Raven job. We talked about it earlier on our show, how in 18 months you can go from being fired and disappointed to potentially going to the NFC Championship, or you're in the divisional round, to potentially become the next or only the 4th head coach of the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, man. Listen, I said this year, Kyle Shanahan, this might be the best coaching job of Kyle Shanahan's coaching career, man. What he's been able to do in San Francisco with all the injuries that the 49ers have piled up is just remarkable. I don't know how he's gotten these guys to this point. It's just truly remarkable. Christian McCaffrey is phenomenal. Teams know that he's getting the ball, and Kyle Shanahan still finds a ways to make sure he's impacting the game. And you're right, Bart. Like, Bob Saleh, man, has done a phenomenal job. Obviously, after his coaching tenure with the Jets, and then moves on to the 49ers, and has kept that group together and playing pretty solid football with all the injuries that they've sustained, whether you talk about Nick Bosa and Fred Warner. I mean, the list goes on, and somehow, some way, they were able to go on the road into a place that's really tough to win in Philadelphia and come away with a win and move on into the divisional round.
Damien Woody with us, as he is every Monday. He is, of course, ESPN NFL analyst. When you look at the Bills yesterday, what stood out besides the fact that, listen, we know Josh Allen is going to be an amazing player, but there was an opportunity for the Bills to get picked off yesterday. So was there an aspect of them besides Allen that really stood out to you?
How about the defense? We've been talking about the much maligned Buffalo Bills defense. I will say that one aspect of their defense, we always question their run defense, and oh, by the way, I think Liam Coen, got away from the run defense far too early with Jacksonville, because they had their way running the football in the run game. But I will say this, like their pass defense, the best in the league, showed up. They showed up, because when the Buffalo Bills have lost these playoff games in the past, it hasn't been because of Josh Allen. It's been because of their defense. And I think for the first time in quite some time, their defense showed up. Tre'Davious White was phenomenal. Cole Bishop was phenomenal. Like, those guys played absolutely phenomenally for the Buffalo Bills, and they come out. And, oh, by the way, they beat the hottest team in the league in Jacksonville on the road.
Yeah, first win, I think, in the Josh Allen era. First road playoff win, which is crazy on the other side. Opportunity missed, but I think the fact that the white kid showed that he should be the number 2 or number 3 receiver with Brian Thomas, with Parker
Washington.
Yeah, but the other guy that they traded for,
Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby Myers. I think next year putting Travis Hunter strictly at receiver would negate guys like Cook from making big plays, guys like Keon Coleman from making big plays, because I think that Travis Hunter's natural position, especially when you have 2 good pass rushers in Hines Allen and Walker's okay, if you have a lockdown corner to that, I think that'll make Jacksonville a lot better in the future. But I wanted to ask about because you would know this better than anybody. You played with Psycho Tom and you know about, quarterbacks showing people up. We can remember when, Peyton Manning and Jeff Saturday's about to fight. An issue that I kind of see is how Caleb Williams can be 50% completion rate, 24 for 48, but yet he's still trying to show up his receivers, and he's the one that can't throw the ball accurately half the time. Did you notice that, or am I just tripping? Like how he his body language and how he shows his receivers up when something doesn't go his way.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of Caleb Williams' body language. I think when you're in a leadership position, man, you got to be the guy that leads from the front in that situation. I will say this about Caleb Williams, man. He it was rough for a good portion of that game, but for some reason, and it not only happened in this last game against the Packers, but it's been this way pretty much the whole season. When you get to the fourth quarter, the light just turns on, and he turns into a totally different quarterback. Some of these throws that Caleb Williams was making, the one in particular where he, obviously Rashawn Gary, let him break contain, and he made that throw to Rome Odunze. I don't think there's probably one other quarterback that can make that throw, and that's Patrick Mahomes. Like, the dude is just an unbelievable talent. The Chicago Bears have been playing on the edge all season long. They've been finding ways to win. I don't know how long this is going to continue, because there's only so many times that you continue to live on the edge before you fall over. But give credit where credit is due with Chicago. They made adjustments, particularly on the defensive side, to get after Jordan Love, and Chicago Bears once again made enough plays in the fourth quarter to come out victorious.
D. Wood with us as he joins us every Monday. On the other front, I'm curious how you feel about it. I have a pretty good idea. I know I can't get enough of the Ben Johnson stuff. Listen, if you want to create a real hatred and rivalry in the NFL, I've got no problem with it. And I understand he's got some pretty strong stuff, and he'll have to answer for them at some point. But that was pretty awesome the other night. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, all of these, sportsmanship apologists and all that, just shut up. Like, I'm just so sick of it. I really am. Because, Bart, you know this, man. I want real hatred in the National Football League.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm tired of all this buddy stuff going on, between player and player, different teams, coaches and coaches and all that stuff. No, I want real rivalries, man. I want Chicago and Green Bay to be real rivals. I want Pittsburgh and Baltimore to be real rivals. I want it all to be just nasty, man. So, listen, everybody's going to say, oh, he should have did this. Ben Johnson should have did this and that. Just shake the guy's hands. Like, man, forget all of that. Like, I want real rivalries again.
I love the Liam Coen and Robert Saleh earlier in the year. I love all that smoke.
That too.
You know what I'm saying? I forgot Harbaugh got a couple of them too.
Yeah, I want everybody to bring all the smoke. I want that, because from our perspective in the media, it makes everything – it just adds a different element to these storylines.
These teams have hated each other for 100 years. Now we supposed to be buddy-buddy because we in the social media world? Like, come on, man. It used to be like in high school, you see your rival at the mall, y'all might jump his ass.
Right, yeah, exactly, man. So miss me with all this, like I said, these sportsmanship apologists that want to just go and shake the dude's hand. Man, forget all of that.
Half of those people that saying that ain't never been in an arena before. So we don't listen to them people.
That's
anyway.
True too.
We insulated. Like,
that's true.
We know they can't know, because it ain't that important to them. This is modern day gladiators.
Yeah, I prefer to sit in the cheap seats because the view's best from there. So that's just me. I'll be that guy. And you guys can hate each other as much as you want. I think it's great. I can't get enough.
If he dies, he dies.
Yeah, exactly.
D. Wood on the Jets. Dante Moore, what we saw the other night, it wasn't good. What is your take on the Jets and Moore, if that's the option number 2?
Well, I mean, listen, we can't base everything off of one game.
No.
Obviously Indiana's a very, very good team. Like, they're on a historic clip right now, and kudos to Kurt Signetti and all those guys. But people got to also remember, Dante Moore is 20 years old. He's 20. He's immensely talented. He's had a very good career at Oregon so far. I think the one knock is, people talk about the lack of games, and that's a real knock. But if you believe in the prospect, you've done your work, and I think, and most importantly, you have a plan. If you have a plan, then you take the young man. Now, if you were the Jets and you take him, you know what I'm doing? I'm not playing him right away. I'm not making the same mistake that I've made before with, some of these other guys, whether it be Sam Darnold or Zach Wilson. I'm not doing I'm going to bring in a couple of the veteran guys who know how to play the game so I can give my young quarterback time to ease into the game and learn from some pros. And then when the time is right, then you put them out there. But you got to make sure you have the right infrastructure and a plan for whether it's Dante Moore or anybody who comes into this organization at the quarterback position.
I was stating earlier, I'd rather have my young quarterback now and only have to spend one draft pick and still have 4 than to go next year and have to spend 2 first-round draft picks to move up to get somebody else that may not be ready, because that'll give more another year to kind of develop underneath and be put in that same game plan. When you look at Jordan Love only had 38 starts when he came out, and he was at Utah State?
Mm-hmm. He was at Utah State.
Yeah. I didn't even know Utah had a state school. You know what I'm saying? So I tell you the level of competition he was playing against. So, but also, like, the fact that Indiana don't have a player on their roster 20 years old is amazing. You know what I mean? Like, how do you think about the new way in which Indiana is going about winning games? It used to be that Alabama used to be the team that always dominated the JUCO transfers before the NIL thing happened. So they always had guys that were ready to play, that had played football, that knew the game and understood the game, that you can coach them a certain way. But now you talk about, Indiana, they got guys that are 23, 24 years old that have played a lot together, but also kind of like use like the lower level programs to kind of develop and move from 3 stars to what probably would be 5 stars if they came out this year.
Listen, man, like Indiana doesn't even have a player on offense, okay, not a player on offense starting that's younger than 21 years. All of their guys are like old. I mean, think about this, Bart. Like, there's a big difference.
I was in NFL at 21.
We both. There's a big difference in a collegiate guy who's 24 and one that's 20. Think about the maturation your body has gone through. Mm-hmm. In that amount of time, the amount of snaps these guys have played, it matters, and it's showing up. It's showing up on the field. These guys have played a ton of snaps, whether it be other programs, and then they get to Indiana and they get with a good culture, good coaching. They're very mature. And so when you're competing against 5 stars who are 19 and 20, you still have the advantage. So that's the reason why Indiana has been able to flip this thing.
Last one for me, Damien. The Giants, is it John Harbaugh or bust this week?
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's got to be all on, just frontal assault to try to get John Harbaugh. I mean, there's still more dominoes that could fall in this thing. We don't even know what's going to happen up in Green Bay with Matt LaFleur. So, there's some coaches out there. There's maybe some more coaching moves that are still out there. But I mean, in my opinion, John Harbaugh is the number one guy, regardless of whatever happens in Green Bay. And if you're the New York Giants, I still think the Giants is one of the best jobs out there, because they're a legacy franchise, what I call a blue-chip franchise. They got a quarterback. They got a left tackle. They got a wide receiver. They got pieces on defense, okay, and they got, good, stable ownership. So you try to make this move, but there are other interested teams out there.
One of the potential interesting teams out there, in my opinion, is if Houston beats the brakes off of the Pittsburgh Steelers tonight, this would be like 10 times in a row, which I don't know if I've ever seen somebody lose 10 playoff games in a row.
Yeah, I mean, like I worry for Aaron Rodgers in tonight's game, man. Like, that Houston defense, oh my gosh. Like, we already know Aaron Rodgers gets rid of the ball faster than any quarterback in the league. But also, when you getting rid of the ball so fast, you're kind of limited in what's going to happen. Yeah, because you're throwing a bunch of screens and little short stuff. and you can just rally to the football. It's hard to, when you're playing like that, it's hard to sustain 13, 14, 15 play drives against a defense like that. He's going to have to take chances, which means he's going to have to hold on to the ball, and good luck with that because that defense, they hunt.
D. Wood, you're the best. We'll talk to you next Monday.
Remember, green for the death of Philly.
I got you. I got you, Bart.
That's Damien Woody, who joins us every Monday, ESPN NFL analyst. So it's not 10 in a row he's lost. It's just 10 years where they haven't won a playoff game. A couple of those years they went 8-8, they went 9-6, and they didn't make the playoffs. They have lost, 6 straight playoff games since 2016. Last playoff game they won, Pittsburgh, was when they beat Miami in the wild card weekend of 2016.
Great. You beat Matt Moore.
Yeah, exactly.
That don't even count.
Hey, I'm with you. I understand where you're coming from. But listen, am I going to be surprised? I will be surprised if they outright fire him. If he decides that he's had enough and it's time to go somewhere else. The other thing that would make me think twice if I were Tomlin is what you have brought up. Look at what's going on with Harbaugh. These teams cannot get to him fast enough. If you're Tomlin and you're watching that play out, thinking, wait a minute, he can get that and I can get how much? I've been to a second Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I've done some other things that he hadn't done.
And I think he's I don't know what the comparison is as far as you. So you say it's 6 times. So how many times has Mike Tomlin missed the playoffs? I think because Harbaugh's missed it 6 times out of his 18 years.
So Tomlin, I'm just going back to 2016, all right? Tomlin, the amount of times that he missed the playoffs since 2016, 4 times. 4? No, 3 times they missed the playoffs. They missed in 2018,
6 in
2019.
total? So him and Harbaugh are exactly the same. They both missed 6 during their time.
Mm-hmm. Listen, he's a terrific coach. He's a terrific coach. I expect that when he wraps up at the end of tonight, they lose this game. I will be surprised if he leaves, but I will not be stunned. I will be stunned if they outright fire him. Because it's just not what they do. It's not what they do. There were times along the way where you could have looked at Cowher and say they should fire him. This guy can't win in the playoffs.
Yeah.
There were plenty of times for that. And frankly, they were very fortunate to get to the Super Bowl the year that they did where they lost to the Cowboys.
Talking about when Ben fumbled the ball. Jerome fumbled the ball in Indianapolis?
No. That was they were fortunate that happened, sure. But that was the year they won the Super Bowl. I'm talking about the first time they went under Cowher, which was 95, when they lost to the Cowboys. And point being, Cowher went a long time without ever winning the big games.
Oh, yeah.
And so you could have, I think the argument would have even been stronger then to fire him. It's just not what they do. So I'd be surprised if they fire him. But if I'm Tomlin, wait, I can get how much? I can get what?
How much power?
Yeah. Somebody's going to bring me in to completely run the show? Is there anybody that right now you would look at? Let's say we get to tomorrow, and by this time tomorrow, Mike Tomlin leaves the Steelers, okay? Is there a team that has not fired its coach yet?
Yep.
That will make the change?
Tampa. Tampa.
I mean, wow, and look at all the holes that they just made, all the rings and whatever that hoops that they just made that Bulls jump through. Huh. We had to fire everybody. Wow. But I could see it. Tampa's absolutely a spot. And if you're Mike Tomlin, why wouldn't you want to go coach in Tampa? I got a quarterback there already.
No property taxes. Got a great offense.
Well, the income tax. The property tax is high in Florida.
No state tax.
State tax, yeah. I tell you. That would be a place right away. Is there any other place? Maybe closer? Maybe based in Florham Park, New Jersey? That would make a change? I don't think they would make a change.
They're not paying 4 years of Aaron Glenn's salary and Mike Tomlin $20 million. They'll be out there looking like the damn Raiders.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening either. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. Is there anybody else?
I can see him. The Raiders give up anything.
No, but I mean, is there another team that hasn't fired its coach that might think about it if Tomlin became available?
Outside of LaFleur?
A team that hasn't fired its coach that they would think about it.
Because it's 8 coaches that's fired, so it's tough.
Right. Washington?
Nah.
Probably not.
What he did last year with him was that's another team.
I think that's probably it. I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are probably the only team that would consider doing that.
I am so interested in the coordinator search too, man.
For just in general or for the Jets?
For Josh McDaniel, from Mike McDaniel to Dayball.
McDaniel's got 4 head coaching interviews lined up. So if he's going to be a coordinator.
Dayball has 4?
No. McDaniel.
Oh, okay, right.
McDaniel has 4 head coaching interviews lined up. I don't know if Dayball had any head coaching interviews lined up. I don't think so.
Right. Like, I don't know if McDaniel gets them. Tennessee is going to be the interesting one because it's an opportunity to work with a young, great guy. But you got Cliff Kingsbury out there as a coordinator. You got 2 excellent coordinators that we think are out there. And then, Gannon was a defensive guy. If he wants to be a defense coordinator.
Let me ask you something. Wouldn't you be
I see Gannon going back to Philly.
But he was the defensive guy there.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, okay.
He wasn't the offensive guy. Steichen was the offensive guy. They're going to move on from Fangio? Probably not.
But Fangio is old as hell.
Yeah, probably not. Anyway, I do find it very interesting that you have all of these jobs open, but when people don't even realize how much money good coordinators make, like $5 to $7 million, the guys can make that much money as a coordinator.
Make $5 to $7 million?
As a coordinator? If you're really good? I think McDaniel could be the highest paid offensive coordinator in history.
Because his run game is crazy. The only run game that I think that got as much creativity might be Kyle Shanahan, or it could be
Wouldn't you just be comfortable being isn't that enough?
Yeah, boy.
That would be enough for me to be a coordinator.
On top of the cheese that he's still getting paid.
And not have to deal with all the headaches of being a head coach.
And
I'd be good with that.
And he's still getting the cheese on his taco. And you're getting to teach. Because when you're a coach, you don't really get to teach anymore. But when you're there and you're a coordinator, you're just in a room with all the guys teaching.
Bart and Carlin.
Football.
ESPN New York. Next, my friends, you'll want to line up and get involved. Because it is the frenzy of football. They have the football frenzy. We have the frenzy of football. What that is your opportunity to call up, hit us with anything you want, football-related from the weekend, whether it be Dante Moore, whether it be any of the playoff games, whether it be anything football-related. And we will go as rapid fire as we can with your calls at 800-919-3776. I'm going to hit the button right now. Now! Yes, the lines are open for you at 800-919-3776. It is the frenzy of football on the way next. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Monday with Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg. Will the Giants be able to land John Harbaugh as their next head coach?
You need John Harbaugh. That's what you need. I think if the Giants have a really good offseason, and that's a big if, that they could compete for that division next season. I really believe it.
I think the second, if it happens, John Harbaugh gets hired, that most NFL experts will pick the Giants to be one of those teams that has the biggest turnaround.
Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. That's ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN. ZipRecruiter.com/ESPN.
ZipRecruiter. Hey, football fans, picture this. You bet on your favorite player to score the first touchdown in the game, but his teammate scores instead. If this happens, BetMGM wants to give you another chance at the end zone. With BetMGM's second chance promotion, you'll get your stake back if your first touchdown scorer scores second instead. Really? That's right. Bet on any pro football player to score the first touchdown of the game. If you're right, you win. If your player scores second, you get your stake back in cash. With BetMGM's second chance offer, you have a chance to keep the fun going after the first player crosses the goal line. Try a first TD scorer wager with confidence today. BetMGM. Make it legendary.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only, New Jersey only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Awards paid back in unrestricted withdrawable funds. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, sorry I missed you. Your call is very important to me. Just not as important as the New Jersey Lottery's Green Ball promotion being back on Pick 3 evening drawings. See, if the green ball's drawn, that's a free second chance to win? So, yeah, you get it. It's only through February 1st, though, so try me after then?
Must be 18 or older to buy a lottery ticket. Please play responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. For game odds and promotion details, visit njlottery.com/pick3.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Murray to the net. Score!
The New York Islanders are back in action with a brand new theme night schedule you won't want to miss. Bring your friends out for the holidays and take home a custom holiday replica jersey or arrive early for special bobblehead giveaway nights for Matt Barzell and Bo Horvat.
Barzell for Horvat. Score!
Explore the full theme night schedule at NewYorkIslanders.com.
Out on the course, they're the PGA Tour's best players. But in the arena, they're prime time. And Season 2 of TGL presented by SoFi is back with lights, cameras, action. We're talking big moments, big personalities, big names in the stands, all on the big screen. Big-time matchups with shot clocks, hammer drops, timeouts, overtime, and playoffs. It's city versus city, squad versus squad. The sport just hits different under the lights. It's TGL presented by SoFi. Keep up. It's golf. Tune into every match. Only on ESPN.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband Ryan died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ETHOS.com/game.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
"30 seconds, the frenzy of football." It's a shame that other shows feel like they have to steal our bits from us, but they're the ones who have to sleep at night with that. So, Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. 7 o'clock, Rangers host the Kraken at Madison Square Garden. Gary Sanchez in town. Coverage begins 6:30 right here on ESPN New York. 8 o'clock, Devils are in Minnesota to play the Wild. 8:30, Nets in Dallas to take on the Mavericks. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. This is from our friend Courtney Cronin, who covers the Bears for ESPN NFL Nation. Ben Johnson on his blank the Packers comment from the post-game locker room, what he said to the media today.
Of course.
Quote, there's a rivalry that exists between these two teams, something that I fully recognize and am a part of. I don't like that team. George, as in Chairman George McCaskey of the Bears, and I have talked, and we're on the same page.
Exactly.
End quote.
Exactly. Exactly. You got ex-players talking about I own Soldier Field. Hell no. Take that with you back. Take that back to you with your cheese graters, punk.
Exactly. Those cheese grater hats. That guy, again, very smart. So did you hear that story about it? That he was making the cheese heads.
Yeah.
The same guy, one of those guys, and somebody sent him a cease and desist letter from the Packers or from whoever owned the trademark or whatever. So he started making the cheese grater hats.
All right. You want to hate that? Either if you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah.
You can't join them.
Can't beat them, screw them. How about that?
Yeah.
Way
to go, Tom. Your 26-year-old mind couldn't give me something quick and witty back.
Can't join them, screw them. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, you wouldn't have liked what I gave you back. That would have had to been dumped.
And then there's one other one. When we were talking about anybody that would fire their coach right now and hire Mike Tomlin, Zach Taylor in Cincinnati, Mike Tomlin wouldn't go to the Bengals. First of all, the Bengals are not handing Mike Tomlin the reins.
Joe Burrow?
No, for that he would, but think about who he's working for.
That's true.
They're not turning everything over to Mike Tomlin.
And it's the kids of Brown that you have to worry about.
Exactly.
They ain't giving up their spot. That's where they get their money from.
And would Tomlin actually go? Like, first of all, he'd be leaving Pittsburgh. Would he actually leave Pittsburgh to go to Cincinnati? That would be a tough one to sell.
Nobody wants to live in Cincinnati.
It's not a bad town.
I mean, it's the worst. I think it's the worst town to live in the division.
Cleveland, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. Yes, I would agree. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. Frenzy of football.
Did you hear the new segment on Bart and Carlin on Friday?
They have the football frenzy.
They have the football frenzy. We have the frenzy of football.
Yes. They're saying the segment's so good, we want a piece of it.
Yes. It's the same.
They got the golden arches. Mine is the golden arcs.
But different.
They use a sesame seed bun. My buns have no seed.
Again, listen, whatever Dave and Rick want to do in their own time is fine. I take it as a compliment, an homage, if you will. If they're going to rip off our bit, that's up to them.
Flattery. Imitation.
Yes, it really is. Here's the deal. 800-919-3776. We go through your calls regarding football, your quick thought, and we will get them on and get them out and answer your questions. And we will start. John in Long Island up first on the Frenzy of Football. John.
Hey, guys. Real quick, what do you think about maybe trading out of 2, getting a boatload of picks because they got a million problems, and maybe drafting Trinidad Chambliss? Just want to hear Bart's thoughts on what he thinks of him after this weekend. Thanks, guys.
What did you think of the Ole Miss quarterback?
Yeah, but moving out of that spot, but you go maybe get a next year's number 1 from somebody, or you get Cleveland's number 1 for next year. Cleveland's the only person I'll give it to because I'm not going to move down too far where I don't get the type of player that I want, the type of player I need. If you're doing that, I mean, you're spending. Good thing is you'll know in free agency what you're going to do because you're being spent a bunch of money in free agency. But I think in free agency you're going to go get a veteran quarterback regardless of what the draft is, because if you're going to draft any quarterback, it's going to be more who's a young kid that's going to have to need some time to mature and grow.
You have to have somebody that is, as Dave Gettleman would say, in full bloom love with Dante Moore, where they're willing to give you up a boatload, and you don't have to move that far. I agree with you. I don't know that I would do that. Again, what do you need more picks for? You've got 5 first-round picks in the next 2 years. Jeremy in the truck is next on a Frenzy of Football.
I got a question. How much do you think it affects the narrative that players don't want to play for the Jets when a Hall of Fame quarterback flies all the way across the country on his own dime and is told by the coach, we don't need you anymore?
Well, listen, they handled the Rodgers thing poorly, but I don't know how many players would look at how that went down and say that's a deciding factor. I think more players would look at just a lack of success and the organizational dysfunction that's happened for a long time that would keep him from coming to the Jets.
And Aaron Rodgers got hurt, man. Was that you guys that put up what Devontae Adams would have projected in if he would have had Rodgers and Garrett Wilson this year?
So, what, about 1,200 yards, something like that?
Yeah, about 1,211 touchdowns?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might have been important.
Maybe. Although, did you see that Devontae Adams took a shot at the Jets, too?
Of course.
Yes. That's what he does. Everybody takes a shot at the Jets.
Until they don't.
It's easy.
Until they don't. It's low-hanging fruit.
It's easy pickings. But I will say, I think you were onto something with the idea that, Garrett firing back, not the worst thing in the world. At first, as I thought about it some more, I thought, all you're doing is feeding into Stephen A. some more.
Yeah.
But at
somebody
some
had
point,
to stand up. Somebody had to stand up for the organization.
Yeah.
And what better place than a player that can't be criticized for his talent, can't be criticized for his, his status in the league.
Griffin, Connecticut, next. Friendship football.
Did Sean McVay save his job from the win this weekend, or could he be on the cycle of this coaching chaos cycle?
McVay or McDermott?
Denver.
Or McDermott.
Sean McDermott.
McDermott.
Yeah.
Sean McDermott, I mean.
Okay, well, we don't know if they go get boat race this week, then he's probably not going. That's still like a L, not going to the AFC Championship in this division, losing to who they have, Denver, right?
They have Denver.
Right. I mean, losing to Bo Nix could be a totally different story. It's going to be interesting, though, but I don't know if he saved his job because, could have saved his job for a week. It depends on how it looks.
Yeah, I think he saved his job. I don't think he's getting fired if they lose in Denver this week. I'd have trouble
Why?
seeing
Because Denver's the number one seed?
Yeah.
It's a flawed number one seed.
Yeah, flawed number one seed, but not the easiest place to go and win either.
So you basically telling me that if the show don't go through Buffalo, you can only win one of those games.
No, I didn't say that.
But that's basically what it's saying because you haven't won on the road. This is your first win on the road.
But how much can I blame him when? All right, he's got Allen, but the defense is the defense played well the other day, but it's not that good.
Who defense is that? It's his defense.
Houston.
It's his defense though. Like
I understand.
McDermott,
I'm
he's
talking
the
about from
defense
a personnel standpoint.
I got it.
Ronique in Newark up next. Friendship football.
What's up? How y'all guys doing today? First time calling, a long time listener, but I think the Jets should hire an assistant head coach so Aaron Glenn could go ahead and handle the defensive side of the ball and just let everything else fall in place. I
mean, if you're going to go down, I want to go down my way, and my way would be with running and doing something, especially if I'm an expert or I consider myself an expert or really good at something. I'm going to make sure I'm heavily involved. One thing, I'm going to make sure that the defense isn't what it was last year. It's going to be a much improved, much better defense so they can say at least – because you ask, what did Aaron Glenn do good? You can't give him credit for anything because nothing went good. So if he's taking control of the defense and the defense shows improvement of being growing to an elite group, then he can take credit for that. But on the flip side, if it doesn't, then he's got to take the blame.
I'm anxious for season 2 of Aaron Glenn. I'm anxious to see what that looks like. I'm anxious to see.
A little bit more humility.
I don't even know if it's humility as much as it's just learning. Just learning from what happened here. That's all.
Yeah, you might not be coming. You shouldn't be looking for smoke a lot of times. You know what I mean?
That's true.
He came here looking for smoke with the media.
By the way, I couldn't believe I forgot this. This was the last Pittsburgh win was not the Miami game. It was the divisional round. They beat the Chiefs in 2016. I forgot about that.
Okay.
And then lost to the Patriots in the AFC Championship game, which they lose to the Patriots all the time.
All the time. That's
exactly.
What I'm saying. So if they win, we can just schedule an L.
Which is kind of like I'm rooting for my team. Don't get me wrong. I'm rooting for better football too next week. And the better game is Texans and Patriots by far.
You hate Rodgers too much to see him have nice things.
Haven't you ever had a guy on your team that you just flat out didn't like?
Not to the point where not to the point where I wanted to lose.
I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose.
You can be honest.
Here's the thing. I don't think they're that good.
Okay, if they
and
win,
I think they have to blow it up.
Okay, if they win, you have to buy and wear Aaron Rodgers jersey.
No, I don't have to do anything. You know why? I'm free. I'm an American, despite. Never mind. Bart and Carlin.
Peace in America.
ESPN New York.
Hey, New York and New Jersey. Commitment issues? No problem. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever, as in for life. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds. Pay $25 a month as long as you stay on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
The final wild card matchup is tonight, and FanDuel is turning on playoff mode. All customers get a profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. Tonight, you'll find a pack loaded with multiple profit boosts waiting for you in the app. Take your shot on an upset or build a parlay that fits the moment. Then apply your profit boost and go after even bigger payouts while the playoffs get rolling. So visit FanDuel.com/local, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL, and grab your profit boost pack every NFL playoff game day. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Problem with a gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Why do you go to Princeton Longevity Center?
We go to Princeton Longevity Center because my husband's cardiologist told him having this exam saved his life.
Because somehow 20 turned into 40, and now I need to take my health more seriously. The Princeton Longevity Center designed a program to keep me healthy and active, so 50 and 60 will be no sweat.
Because even though my cholesterol is high, it turned out my arteries are clear. That's a big relief.
Whether you want to make the most of your future years or just want peace of mind, you need the Princeton Longevity Center. Their comprehensive preventive exam combines the latest technology with caring experts to create your personal plan for staying well.
Because I shouldn't have to wait an hour for a 10-minute physical. I go to Princeton Longevity Center because I get everything done in one day and take my results home with me.
Find out why you need Princeton Longevity. Call 888-8000-PLC or go to PrincetonLongevityCenter.com. Call 888-8000-PLC. That's 888-8000-PLC.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Focus Features presents the film Hamnet from director Chloe Zhao and producer Steven Spielberg and Sam Mendes. Discover the untold story behind Shakespeare's greatest masterpiece. Winner of more audience awards than any film this year, Hamnet is a monumental cinematic experience. And now it's the Critics' Choice Award winner for Best Actress, Jessie Buckley. Hamnet is the best picture of the year. Hamnet, rated PG-13, may be inappropriate for children under 13. Now playing only in theaters.
At City Harvest, we're on the road every day rescuing millions of pounds of nutritious food for New Yorkers in need, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. Boxing is back at Madison Square Garden Friday, January 31st for the Ring 6. Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson. There we go. Power meeting precision.
I'm excited about that one.
On boxing's biggest stage.
That's two young guys in their prime, but getting it on.
How about
I might have to pull up.
ESPN New York is your chance to score tickets on the ESPN New York app.
Why are they scoring tickets? I need to go ahead and they need to get them tickets to me.
All right, well, you can go on the ESPN New York app, find the contest tile, and submit your entry, Bart.
Well, let me download it.
Hopefully you have the ESPN New York app already. Would hope for that. Brought to you by Madison Square Garden. This is one fight you do not want to miss. Bart just gave you the full-on sale of that. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com and catch every round live on DAZN. That's Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson, Friday, January the 31st.
They're a little late with the promotions, man. I mean, listen, this is like Shador is like who guys think is going to be like the next Floyd. Teofimo is a beast. He was undisputed champion at one time. You know, he talks a lot of crap, and you know, like Shador is kind of like Sugar Ray Leonard. Like he's a handsome, good kid, dimples. He don't look like he can fight. People always talk about how he sits in the pocket, but he's not a big puncher type of stuff. In his last couple of fights, he's been sitting down on his punches. So it's going to be interesting to go because Teofimo's a little older, or he's been on a big stage longer. But, you know, Shakur is also from Newark. So he represents Newark all the time. I think Teofimo's from, I don't know if he's from the Bronx, Queens. He's from one of them places. So it's going to be bringing the locals out. It's going to be a lot of probably marijuana smoke and Newport cigarettes clouds all in the air.
Hey, it's been a while.
Is that who I think it is? Is that who I think it is?
Richard in Manhattan is up. Where the hell have you been?
Hi, Bart. Hi, Chris. Bart, Chris, today is out of the 365 days of the year. This is the holiest day in my 65 years in New York of watching sports. Every New Yorker has to know what today is. It is the most important date in New York sports history, and that was the day that the Knicks
traded
Jets,
for Herb Williams?
The Jets beat the Baltimore Colts on Sunday afternoon, January 12th, 1969. It was unbelievable, and it's still the most important date. Maybe the Knicks beating the Lakers in Game 7, you may put that in, but those were a bunch of games. This was one single game, Bart.
You're right. Stick with it, Richard, because you want to know why? Because it was the merger. You know what I mean? It was the NFC.
Right. It changed everything. It changed everything.
They had to respect us. They had to respect us. They had to respect us now. You know what I'm
New
saying?
York and New York sports and the Jets and the AFL.
Yes.
That's right. That's what brought the AFL into the NFL. Well, it wasn't the main cause, but that was the main thing that gave the respectability. Then, of course, Kansas City won the following year. And it was almost even playing, Bart. Nobody thought of the AFL as being second tier. You know? Even the ABA.
It was like the ABA, yeah, but they had
a little bit, because the old school guys in the NBA resisted because of the ball, the three-point shot, and all the good things the beach ball was the worst thing, and they didn't like the ABA teams coming into the NBA, but then they resisted, but it finally worked. But anyway, this is the most important day. And let me tell you guys something, the NFL's got it right. These playoff games, Bart, Scott, Carlin, I've never seen 5 straight days like this of sports, pro and college football. This has been unbelievable. You can't believe what we are watching now. These great games. All right, the 4th game last night was the worst, out of all. But this has been great entertainment.
Well, I mean,
got to hand it to the NFL.
Indiana putting up 56 wasn't exactly a
but
great game.
But it still was tough though. It it still was a tough game for a long time. It was 3-9 before you figured out who was going to be the winner. And the fact that, once again, football is far more entertaining and unpredictable than NBA. That's why the NBA will never pass the NFL.
Here's a pill that should be particularly tough for a Jet fan to swallow. Remember when the Rangers won the Stanley Cup in 1994? The chant from Islander fans, from Devil fans, from anybody else leading up to that for those couple of years had always been 1940, as in the last time they won a cup. 54 years. It's been 56 years since the Jets won a Super Bowl.
Damn.
56 years.
Damn. That's why people think that
woof.
People think that Joe made a deal.
With the devil?
No, Lucifer.
That is the devil.
Okay.
Lucifer is the devil, the last time I checked.
Okay.
Listen, when you're laying by a pool in Miami and reporters are surrounding you and you're just getting sun and you got a drink by the pool, of course you're going to make a guarantee because if you are doing that leading up to the Super Bowl, you got to deal with the devil.
Yeah, exactly. He was way too confident. You know what? I know the devil ain't going to lie to me. I guarantee it. We're going to win the game now. We're going to win. I guarantee it. I guarantee. Remind me of Ernest. Ernest goes to prison. I guarantee.
Just the mere fact that you said, Joe made a deal. And I said, with the devil? And you said, no, Lucifer.
Nigga, Lucifer's a series.
Lucifer's the devil.
I thought that, Lucifer was like the devil in human form.
God bless you. God bless you. Listen, I don't know the devil.
Like Devil's Advocate. I don't lose. I win. That's what I do.
Devil's Advocate was a tough movie.
I love that movie.
It's a good movie.
Devil's Advocate.
It's good that they didn't have a role that let Al overplay it.
Oh, the Vanity, when the girls, he turned the girls, they were demons, and they were sitting in there. Tamara Toomey.
I remember.
So Tamara Toomey, right?
Is that who that was?
Yeah, when she was young and she had the shirt off and the curly hair.
Yeah.
Like she 70 now or 65.
Oh my God. Really? That's not long ago? That's 40 years ago?
She might have been 30 or something.
Okay.
When she did that.
She wasn't young then.
She wasn't young, but she looked super young.
Okay.
She could have been in her 40s, just fine 40. So, I can remember when I was a kid, I did some things to that movie. So then, this is the crazy part, right? I started working for Merrill Lynch. She's my boss's cousin. I see her in person. Now she looks like an older woman in her 60s. But I never had the courage to tell her the things I did or how I saw her. If you look at that scene, man, that scene is crazy. It's like watching Spartacus. I don't know how kids watch Spartacus the series because it's like 3 or 5 sex scenes, butt ass naked on every Spartacus scene.
For more on that, Michael Kay. He's next. ESPN.
Oh, I know he's watched Spartacus.
Hey, sorry I missed you. Your call is very important to me. Just not as important as the New Jersey Lottery's Green Ball promotion being back on Pick 3 evening drawings. See, if the green ball's drawn, that's a free second chance to win?